WIIFTBPM. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me. WIIFTBP. Media's just for you and me.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by Todd.
Serving as a person.
You have it live, so get your tickets today.
Ladies Jackson.
If you could make up a social media holiday, what would it be?
Randy said National Don't Let No One Put You Down Day.
No one. What you gonna do? So when they say something crazy, you slap them?
Be like me said. Randy said a Jukathon Day.
Man, we about 60 years old. I'd be done.
Mario said my favorite one. My friends and I do what we call National Call Off from Work Day.
As a business owner, I don't. You don't like that? Yeah, I don't like that.
Because I'm the boss of this thing.
We got Marcus Garvey Day from Remy too.
Oh, Marcus Garvey Day. All right, what will we do on Marcus Garvey Day?
Call off from work.
I'm going to need you to go ahead and come in tomorrow. That would be great. Okay?
Yeah, right. Every black holiday has something to do with calling off from work.
You're cool. I'm out.
about National Join a Positive Black Organization Day? Because I don't want to be recruited. I don't want to be recruited and the brothers be like, thank you. Thank you. How about National Tell White People the Truth Day? Tell them how you really feel.
You can't handle the truth.
Why don't we call that National Black People Get Locked Up Day?
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Hello.
The most dangerous show in the morning.
Yeah, man. Ideas, man.
You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you want to be free. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you want to be free.
Let's go.
Standing my ground, I can't mess around. It's like my time is in a bottle, captured by your love. Now I know women's got this thing going on. We can't stay around so long, but I wanna come correct. Baby, get your foot off my neck. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. Understand clearly that you wanna be free. It's the time that you spend making me think within. It's the trust still beginning. Fade away from beginning of the day. I can see you trembling times, and I can see you wondering mine. Is it me considered? You that's with it. See, you don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see, baby, that you want to be free. You don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you want to be free. Yeah. I'm just trying to be the best I can. You can call me the troubling man. Matter of fact, I'm from the side of the street. Baby girl, you're calling on me at the time that I feel your presence around me. Something that I can't let go. It's your time, everything around me there. I just wanna hold on, but you don't have to find me. I'm walking right behind you. Clear to see that you wanna be free. I just wanna come correct, best I can. Baby, get your foot on my neck. And just before you just leave, baby, I've been trying to tell you I can't breathe. You don't have to find me, baby. I'm walking right behind you. It's so clear to see that you want me free. Damn pressure, baby. I just want to
Crescent moon, drops of bruising, old school music, old school to sing. Gotta make my way to you. Pull up on that ass like, ooh, I wanna take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, and everywhere. I'll take you downtown. Show you all the kind of things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the kind of things in life. I wanna take you down. I wanna take you down.
Lakeshore, I made sure to make sure, yeah, that my place yours, yeah. 28th floor, yeah, I had 8 thoughts, yeah, all 8 yours, yeah, cake for dessert, but I ate yours.
Take you to New York, Chicago, LA, Houston, down all over London, Paris, the A, the Bay, everywhere, fly all over. Your last boy couldn't get what you asked for. Your last boy didn't even know. I'm gonna take you downtown, girl. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you down. 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 I'm gonna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life. I wanna take you downtown. Show you all the finer things in life.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Mays Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Mays said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let us give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers they with the plan. For Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's black jokes. Infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world. This is the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, in the building. Ruthie,
yo,
you falled out already.
You hoodied up. I'm still a little. I'm a little green about that black and red hoodie. I'm trying to get the plug. Like I pay for the plug because that's the type of joint you show up to.
Will you pay for the plug? Like you gonna pay me to give you the plug? That's how that's supposed to work.
If that's how you want to do it, I mean, you just tell me what the price is. I'm just saying $500 for a hoodie.
$500, $5,000 for me to put you on with the plug.
You see how people, what? That's cool.
Capitalism.
Capitalism is a mother, boy. Y'all didn't took. That's not capitalism. That's like.
Ain't that a finder's fee or something?
How much? I mean, don't you do how you do your finder's fee on a percentage?
It depends on what I'm finding.
Okay, so man, so a hoodie, so that
exclusives though.
Now see, all right, you just priced me out the game. All right, you go ahead. I guess I'll be straight. Amazon. It's the major. Ruthie won't plug. You know what I'm saying? She don't want to share the plug, Riis. It's all good though. Hey, look at Riis. You see Riis went back. He like, I'm not letting summer go. He put on all white today just for DJ Riis the Ruler. What's up, man? How you feeling this morning?
Blessed by the best, you know the rest. How y'all doing today?
Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all what. I'm a little draggy today. I feel like I might need another coffee because I feel like I need to drink that one yesterday. Okay, let me ask y'all a question. Does anybody here ever watch 30 Rock?
By accident.
Yeah, I'm with her.
I watched it by accident, but it's like caught on to me. It's like I kind of understand now the Tracy Morgan phenomenon. I'm just wondering, how did that show last with all these millennials and not get canceled? Because they be straight. It's like straight racial. It's straight. It's like everything. But I don't know what made me think about it. Oh, it made me think about it because of the millennials. I take it back. Anyway, y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show. Riis is dripped out. Ruthie is hoodied out. And me, I'm Amazoned out. I was in the Amazon basics today. Like, I'll be like, as I get older, used to be a time I'd be like, Amazon, that's like Kmart. I'd be like, oh, Amazon has a special today. But, it is what it is. I ain't going to even trip. Look, I'm out-fashioned by my stylish co-host and my DJ. My stylish co-host won't share me the plug.
Your t-shirt got buttons. You stylish.
You notice I only have 2 unbuttoned. I was earlier before y'all got here. I was all the way down here. Oh. Then I was like, "Ooh, let me button it up." I'm giving y'all way too much. Way too much.
He had his chest hair showing earlier.
Okay. He shaved his chest hair. He don't have chest hair.
What? First of all,
you get it waxed.
You sound like a crazy person. I feel like that's DJ. That's the metrosexual stuff.
Can't even go chest hair. It's okay.
That's metrosexual, man. It's like I'd be like, look, if I had a hairy back, I probably would get it shaved. But beyond that, nah, dog. It is what it is. Where the grass grows, it will. And that's just how I go. Maybe a little bit too much, but I can't believe you said I wax much.
Some people like a nice shaved chest.
That's kind of like, for a dude, that's kind of
smooth.
That's kind of, those must be like, that. If I had to pick a fraternity that shaved their chest,
definitely the Capitals. Don't do me. Don't. It's not. Legs too, not me.
You know I was going with that, but I'm gonna let it be. All right, y'all. I just, for real, like, if you that dude, like, are there dudes that really get that? All right, if you're a dude and I don't think there's anybody in the Lions there that's a man that gets his chest shaved. I find it hard to believe. If it is,
there might be some bodybuilders.
It ain't nobody in the den that is shaving their chest hairs.
You don't know that, Maze. You don't know what people do in their private lives. It might be irritating to them or something. Might be a medical reason.
Okay, if there's a man in the den that shaves.
Now they're not gonna say it because you've already went
I'm sorry, millennial.
They're not gonna admit it.
Oh, it's okay. Let me do it. It's okay. Be yourself. Shave away. If you need to get your chest waxed, go ahead. It won't make you any less black man or manly.
Exactly.
Okay. We gonna move on. Exactly. What's your name, Mia? Exactly. That's what exactly. Look, and I'm like, your new nickname is what's your name, Mia? What's your name, Mia? You ever have anybody say that to you? I know you probably heard that, Ruthie, because you're from the country. You ain't never had somebody say what's your name is. Remember when Riis was saying syrup the other day? No syrup. No syrup. Syrup.
What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
Syrup.
Syrup.
No, syrup. Is it? What's the Y? Is it silent? Is the Y silent? Is that? Hey, Riis. By the way, I was out west the other day and I went by Prosser. I actually saw the school. It's right by a police station, ain't it?
That's what I told you. Right by the police station, right by a bridge.
Okay, yeah. The bridge to go to the. Okay, so I saw Prosser finally. Riis, that probably would fit in our gym. Did y'all have a field?
Yeah, it's right behind it.
It was behind it?
Yeah, like right behind it, like right on the corner, like yeah. Like
you didn't go, but that look, Riis, I'm gonna tell you, your school don't look like it was like a black high school. Your school looked like it was like you was on the blend.
Yeah,
like you was on the.
Nah, it was black, but then it definitely had like Hispanics and like Polish. You know, like we had a all Polish parking lot. If you wasn't Polish, you couldn't park your car there.
What do you mean?
Like it was a.
They had a Polish police guard there or something?
No, you just did.
What did they do to it? Because they was gonna get you.
Yeah, they was gonna get you. You did not park in the Polish. These kids was like 14, driving, smoking squares before school.
How y'all gonna let them punk y'all?
Thank you, Ruthie.
We wanted our car.
What they gonna do to your car?
Man, all them people with them skis at the end of their name, Shashkowski and all that. But,
exactly.
No, they ready. I told you, man, they was 14 already drinking vodka and smoking squares before class. I was confused. You drove here. You smoking squares and drinking vodka before class. Don't park in this. I got you.
It'd be a lot of Polish people buying property in black neighborhoods.
And it'd be a lot of Polish people fixing black property in black neighborhoods.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They buy it up for the low and then flip them.
And then they use all their skills to fix it. They bring their whole crew.
Yeah.
They take a whole house.
They real estate. They got the attorneys. Like they got I ain't gonna call it a property racket, but they got a property system set up for our neighborhoods. I just noticed that because the last names. I said, "Oh, this ain't a white man."
Oh, no, Ruthie, that's the white people. That's look. Now that's a white man.
No, he was Polish.
No, see that's
he white, but he's a Caucasian, but his nationality in it is Polish, so he technically is white.
Yeah, so that's
white when they want to be white, and they Polish when they want to get stuff done.
That's so crazy to me that like, can I tell you what you're making the distinction that I don't ever make.
I know you don't.
I'd be like, y'all.
I know
y'all white, and it's like when it come down to it, they could be now. White people will treat Polish people that they are the bane of the white jokes because they be like, how many Polish people does it take to change a light bulb? They got every Polish joke ever in the world, and they get slammed until black people come in the room.
Then they
white. They white. Then it's be like they all.
But that's most white people though.
Right. I don't. You nailed it. What your name is? You see what she said? That's really how they get. However, as with everyone, they still be like, be the person, but and you. They in your house cleaning. Like, I'd be like, shh, be quiet in my house. You know, I'd be like, I told you I don't be knowing if when I get super rich, if I'm gonna have black servants or black staff or white servants.
You gonna make people be like Steve Harvey and not talk to you in the hallway?
If I have white staff, yeah. I mean, if I have white servants, yeah.
Just don't put it in a memo.
No, I'm gonna definitely put it in the memo. If I got white employees, let me just tell you what. You know the white guy that used to look up. You know the white guy, Ruthie. The white guy. Think about the white guy. He used to be like, I just can't handle it. I can't. I be like, well, why you don't quit? Yeah.
Not why you don't quit.
Cause you know that. Let me tell you, if I need a white employee. Like I need like a white personal assistant. Why you make your face like that?
You would feel so uncomfortable. You'd be like, did you watch my show? Like, yeah, I did.
All right, you what's in front of the mug and iron my shirt, please. Have it pressed creases on the corners. What's the matter with it?
No, somebody said Ukrainian, and that's true.
Is the lowest of the low?
No. Just are they Polish? Are they Ukrainian? Like we got high populations of other whites.
Wow. Yeah. Well, see, I feel like everybody is. Yeah. Is it a other? I thought so. Only time white people make I had a Greek dude tell me I'm not white. He said that I had a Greek dude tell me that the Ku Klux Klan was formed to stop the Greeks from getting jobs. I was like, wait, you actually believe? You're telling me as a black man? No, it really wasn't about you guys. They didn't want us because we were Catholic and we were Orthodox and we were. Mm-hmm. I was like, they was against everybody, but let's just be clear. The Ku Klux Klan was not founded. And then if so, y'all joined. It'd be crazy, man. All right, y'all. It's the Maze Jackson Show. I don't know where we got with that, but it is how we do in the morning. It is the morning. We're going to start calling that just the morning. The morning what? Rant? The morning.
The morning roar. I don't know. We're in the den. I was just coming up with something.
Look at
that's good, Riis.
The morning roar.
I don't know. I had the fans pick something.
We don't have fans, man. We have fams with the M, right? Because that's the you know how Ruthie said she wouldn't summon you, right? That we got like the no summon policy around here. So we all in this together.
He ain't hear that.
He didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Okay.
He didn't get it. But we don't. So like Riis, you know how we was talking about how people be talented and they be like, yo, they way up here. It's like we want to stay with the people. And I think the closer we stay to the people, I think that's where our connection stays. I think when you start to think like, oh, well, I am we just happen to have a camera on us. But this is a conversation amongst all of us. And so we don't got no fans. We got family around these parts. All right. Riis, it's the Maze Jackson Show. You sitting in not the captain's chair. Let me
I get out the
seat. Riis, come on, man, because Ruthie over here, she louder than the engines right now. So get this thing up to 60,000 feet. We are up and away. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Ruthie and Riis in the building. Quickly on the headlines. Did you see the city council is going to resume today? They're going to vote on the police contract. Some people say they shouldn't even vote on the contract until they get some more reforms, but I think it's pretty much a done deal. Mayor Lori Lightfoot is introducing an ordinance today to go after the drug dealers to sue them for their assets. What assets? I want to talk about that because I do think that what's starting to happen, the mayor loses her control. We're going to start to see all these crazy things. Use everything in the toolbox. And it seems to me very much like the scenario in which we get these war on crime type of, legislations and stuff where they start just passing laws because they know that the crime is they call it out of control and then they leverage it to see like stop and frisk. Remember last week when we was talking, there's like 700 stops and zero? Like cero? Mm-hmm. I remember I'm starting to practice my Spanish. Cero. Right? Because Tony Preckwinkle told us, imagine a world in 7 generations. Ruthie, why you do that? You sleepy? Did I make you sleep? Did we go back to old Ruthie in the morning? Uh-oh. Riis.
I ain't taking the bait.
What bait, Ruthie?
I'm not taking the bait.
It's no bait, Ruthie. It's just, I'm just telling you. It is. I think this whole Latino thing is really. Yesterday I went somewhere and a Latino guy walked up to me and said, I heard what you said this morning on the show. I didn't watch it, but I had to go back and watch it. And I was like, Oh, Maze, you went there. Then I had my inbox was. I thought that was my Mexican impression.
It was pretty good.
Then in my inbox, it was like, "Hey Joe," my old Latino connection.
Mm-hmm.
There's an inbox. Ain't no Latinx. We just straight Latino, Joe. So all that Latinx stuff they talking about, I don't know who agenda she passing because she ain't talked to us. It's like this is my thing. How we imagining somebody else's future without our own. And they like, that ain't what we talk about. And then did you see, Chicago night, I think I might be their best promotion. Cause they be having, I really, first of all, I gotta tell you how much I love Brandis just cause she got like that, she's mastered, I'm black, like the black people, I feel like she be making faces that the black people be like, I see you. And she be like, she keep it straight for the white people, but if you look into my eyes, she be like, you heard that bull? Like you look at her eyes and she be like, if she could be like,
she would.
Yeah, but she be like, so back to you, Paris, right? You be like, yeah, they go to Shay. So anyway, yesterday on Chicago Tonight, Alderman Villegas talked about equity. And I just need to say, when I say it, then y'all be like, that I get called crazy names and stupid. And not stupid, but bogus, troublemaker, all this stuff. He straight up was like, we ain't hollering no equity. He was like, equity ain't working for us. Now that they and he was like, I'm going to actually have to play it back for y'all. Because I just felt like you need to be hearing this stuff in people's own words. Because they be talking and we be like, do. He said, it's one thing to talk about it. It's one thing to say it to your face, tell you what I'm going to do, and then go do it.
Essentially, I feel like people be watching the morning show and writing their scripts. But it just sounds so different. I feel that way because literally I was like, Maze just said this. Now, if our black elected officials would say this the exact same way, we might be able to make a little bit of progress. But we still, I heard Bill say, what's in it for the people of color?
Man!
Alderman Bill?
Come on now, dog.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
Don't pussyfoot around it. That's a real word.
Oh, okay. Hey, where got WBGX in? So while we at that, in case you just got a little shock, this is WB. We want to welcome WBGX 1570 AM listeners to the Maze Jackson Show. We want to thank everybody that's already with us on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. Ruthie said, no, what you say? What you go?
Alderman Bill.
Come on.
You got to say black on Chicago Tonight.
I mean, I started counting the people of color. I really did.
You was close, Alderman Bill. You can do it. Come on.
Remember when we got? I really wish I might have to go through that. And we gotta find stuff because do you remember when we had to force Bruce Rauner to say black? And he was like, black, and then we just played it all the time. It was like black. It was like say black. No, say it right. Black.
Thank you, Alderman Bill, though.
Alderman Bill, we see where you going.
We see. We
feel you. I know it's hard to let go, but it was so funny because on the same show yesterday, remember when they were talking about the fines for the mayors suing drug dealers, and the Latino was like, we found over that brown man. He ain't saying damn. I was just like, you see that? See, and y'all got to hear Alderman Villegas was like. And by the way, we only 40,000 people away from being the top people in the city of Chicago. And I was just like, yeah.
And he said, my team is analyzing the data. I'm trying to tell you. Come on,
Ruthie. So, Ruthie, can I tell you what I'm so glad you said? Because I feel like if I would have said it, y'all would have turned it into one of those Maze moments again. No, I really do. Because I feel like when you listen to, I think we give people a head start in the morning because they be like, all right, I really don't want to listen to him. But he done punched all these holes, so let me fill in the holes. Because I felt like some people were just literally responding to what we said yesterday morning. Mm-hmm. It was crazy. All right, y'all, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we will get the social media question of the day plus the rest of these headlines. It is the Maze Jackson Show. Maze, Ruthie, and Riis in the building. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
WIIFTBPM.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 6:35 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area and weather. It's 25 minutes outbound to O'Hare is 20 on the Eden inbound from Deerfield. Change it to be 20 on the Eisenhower Thorndale to the Loop. It's 34 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 29. The Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 38 minutes. Outbound will be 32. The Bishop Ford I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 37 minutes. Back out to I-80 will be 30. The Dan Ryan is 17 minutes to the Loop. 16 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive south is 7 minutes. That's 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson back to 55th. 8 minutes north, Randolph to Bryn Mawr, and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 75 and partly cloudy. Today, expect a high of 84 with a low of 64. I'm Riis the Ruler, now here's Sparkle on the Maze Jackson Show.
Till I'm with you, I'll be counting the days. Yeah, ooh, been through so many things, but we always get through. Yeah, ooh, it ain't always perfect, but it's worth it. This is deeper than the surface. If I said I didn't love you, you would not know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something like it was nothing. Ooh, something about you, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. I never thought that I would give it to you, but now I don't think it's the time. I won't do it. I think it's cause the way you talk to me. Know how to say it without making me feel little. You're gracious even when you pop off on me. When you get done, I got a little something to drop off on you. Because you earned it with the time you took to put it that way. You got me liking to get put in my place. I didn't love you, you and I know I've been frontin'. Wiped all my scars away like it was nothing. Took the parts of me I tried to hide to make them something, something like it was nothing. Ooh, something about you, baby. Ooh, you know you drive me crazy. Ooh, you give me peace of mind. Ooh, let me tell you why. You make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, easy to love. Easy, you make it easy. Say, to take it easy. Say, feel so weak. Say, easy to love. You make it easy. You make it easy. You make it easy.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze.
Black people, 'cause economically we are not equal. Waking Waking up to lies, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies, not other politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's Mace and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve wrong.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, as well as DJ Riis, the ruler. I want to thank everybody from WBGX 1570 AM who is tuned in. Riis, I think it is the adapter. I think that's where it is. And you can hear it. I did hear it go in and out. So
yeah, I heard that one time.
Yeah, so I finally heard what they're talking about. I might have to go up to the computer warehouse city to find one of those because I've been looking all over and it's not a good one. But we'll get it together. All right, y'all. It is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Riis the ruler, Ruthie Moore. I'm Ruthie. I feel a little way about that hoodie.
You know what? When I originally got this, I looked. They didn't have this particular one for your fraternity. Otherwise, I would have got you one.
Okay.
But I got you. Don't you wear like a medium?
Oh, we on that? That's what we on. Oh, you with Brother Sadiq? That's
large,
what
or you like extra large?
I'm scared of fish, so I like large, but then it just depends on
like the cut and the
it
shoulders.
does. So I'm an extra like I'm somewhere in the space of trying to now I like my clothes to fit. Like I don't like the extra. I'm in the old man space again. Right, I don't like and I feel like I'm not the skinny jean tight stuff. Like I'm not much. That. Yeah, I'm somewhere in between.
I wear a large Ruthie, all right.
Do they make those?
You want some Sigma gear too, Riis?
He probably do. He probably deep down. You saw how he came to the party, right?
First fraternity gear ever made. That's what I want.
That's really not the first.
The boule.
It's Sigma Pi Phi. Don't say boule. Next thing they'll be calling me.
And then if you ask the Calvins, they gonna tell you what a new pie, whatever, Phi new pie. You know, they always got all this, and they always got all these. Yeah, man, they was on their way to do it. Then the train broke down and the slaves. Right. If you didn't make it before 1906, I ain't trying to hear ish.
Listen, I do like how Black history intersects with like the history of like fraternities and sororities. Like it's Black history.
It is. They be mad though.
But you heard what he just said, like that little story. Like it's some petty stuff that happens.
It always be some petty stuff.
It's some petty stuff.
You know, I didn't. You want to see some petty stuff? You want to really see some petty stuff? Put two female sororities that I know very well in the room together, and you want to talk about petty? You ever put pink, green, red, and white in a room and let the and just throw a little bit of meat out there, just a little, and it'd be.
I mean, there's some debate about what the first sorority actually is. You know, one was a social club, and another one got started.
It's no debate in y'all history. That's why it's called history. Okay, when you say it says founded on, that's exactly what it says.
No.
Founded.
No. Riis, stop. Stop.
When was y'all founded?
Riis, stop.
What year was y'all
Because you don't
founded?
know about the history of Alpha Kappa Alpha and Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. So you ain't gonna find it on Wikipedia.
Oh! No! You can get you can no!
You gonna have to pick up
Look, Riis getting the attitude. He gonna turn on his camera. He gonna turn on his camera.
I definitely know what she's talking about, but I'm just trying to say everybody.
I'll put you on game so you can know what really happened.
That's so. What I tell
so
you, just a
tired of
little,
everybody.
just a little bit.
What really happened is it was 19. Okay, no, listen. The first is the first, man. Everybody found. I just like they did exactly what, unfortunately, what like the gangs and like the GDs and BDs did. They just separated. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, Riis, that's the best come up you could.
No,
See,
I'm
that's
just
how
saying,
you
like-
could. But
like, you know
I'm
how
saying,
you
you
like
see how
together and
you,
then you separate,
you see
like-
how you, but you see how you did that. See, this is the problem. See, when you compare us to organization to the street level organizations, then people be like, see, y'all ain't nothing but when y'all was when you. See, Riis, you can't do that, man. See, you just fed the fire. Watch. I bet you when you get in the comments, and then you know you really messed up when you said the boule. Because let me tell you, the other day somebody came on my page and was like, Maze, are you in the boule? I was like, no, I'm not in the boule. It's funny that you ask, but no, I'm not. Are you sure? Yes, you are, because you're a member of a fraternity, sorority. I was like, no, how do you know? You don't know their. I said their rituals do. Da, 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 da. I was like, how would I know if I'm not in the organization? Your response tells me all I need to know. I knew it. You are part of the conspiracy. Wait, have I ever done anything bad to you? No. Every day I'm with you. You turn on. You say the right stuff to the black people. But now I'm part of the boule because what? And it's like.
But you know what? Let me just acknowledge for all of the people who do feel a type of way that you see how we talking about like these little petty issues and things. So even at the highest levels of blackdom, it's still petty infighting that derails things.
No, I don't feel like it derails.
Oh, my goodness!
That's the women.
Look at the current state of our organizations and think about how they started. We out here bad.
I think. Speak for yourself, Ruthie.
We out here bad.
I think we're moving. I think we're returning. I think that we have returned. I can't speak for everyone else, but we are returning to our roots of service to the community, culture for service, service for humanity, a brotherhood of conscious men doing our thing. See, y'all be cracking me up. So here you go. Y'all Egyptian, because y'all, look, if the Greeks got their stuff from Egypt, then it's our stuff anyway. And I think as over time, it's like we're not black, we're African American. So we don't call ourselves Black Greeks anymore. We call ourselves members of Black Greek letter organizations. And we, because, just like y'all been Black, Negro, African American, now all of a sudden y'all want to act like can't nobody else evolve. You know what? I be telling you, here's the craziest part about the Greek conversation though, right? Like, do you like Martin Luther King? Oh my God, it wasn't for him. Oh my God, if it wasn't for A. Philip Randolph. What you think about? Oh, all your superheroes were members of Black Greek letter organizations, but we're the conspiracy to kill black people in the world. It's so crazy, man. It's like it's so crazy because it'd be like that. Ruthie, I do have to tell you though. Last week, this lady who literally used to be on the show every day, be like, Maze, you are so good to the black people. I appreciate what you do. Somebody, the heebie-jeebies got to him, was like, Maze is part of that black boule. I was like, I'm part of the boule. So she, Maze, are you part of the boule? No, sis, I'm not.
But who would say yes? Like,
oh no, yeah,
yeah.
Oh, Ruthie, yes, they would. If you in the boule,
I don't think you're gonna be telling people.
If somebody asks you though, you gonna probably. I mean, because I don't think that if you're in the boule, you feel as though you're part of a negative thing. And I would tell you that, as with most organizations, like I don't know that at the boule level they'd be sitting around like, how can we undermine the growth of black people? I think they'd be like, no, we must deal with the coloreds, right? We're the uncivilized. But I don't think that, I don't know, man. Sometimes I wonder, do we give some of these conspiracies too much power? Because I can't imagine no place where they giving that many black people the power to, I don't know, do you think there's black people that sit around and be like, how can we be closer to the white people and eliminate the black people?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, sorry, if you wasn't going for no everybody.
If I get a seat at the table, then
you'll let us know.
We all sitting down.
So,
we pulling up chairs.
Do you think they be like,
that's why I ain't got no power.
Do you think they be coming to the table and be
Man, if
"Well,
I'm in the
you're black."
Illuminati or the Boule, we all finna be rich.
Y'all changed the Illuminati because back in the day, the Illuminati wasn't about the gay stuff. When I was growing up, the Illuminati was about the world, people that control the world and power.
Still
That's how ours is. I don't know.
Yes, I don't know what you talking about, man.
Yeah, you done dug deep. Pause. Yeah.
Now, Riis, you can't never use pause after the alley. Like you was like pause, it didn't work, dog.
Fictional story.
That's what all the alphas say. I'm sorry. I'm just playing. All right, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. I don't know. Y'all really think there's like a cauldron of black people that be like, dun, 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 put on your black robe.
The social media question of the day.
Is there really?
Yes.
Is there really black conspirators? Like, is there like you think there's like a club of, like, what?
Listen, I keep using the word gatekeepers, but you ain't trying to hear me. It's levels to this gatekeeping stuff. And at the highest levels, yes, there are gatekeepers.
Like I always say, man, they traded on Jesus and he was trying to save our souls. So you think nobody want to trade on you?
I think at every level, there is gatekeepers. Military, like healthcare, you got business, you got media. There are gatekeepers.
And you think that you think they consciously go in and be like, yo,
I think they
we gotta
consciously
subjugate the Negroes.
Not subjugate the Negroes, but I think it's let me maintain my position and dole out this power and money the way that I see fit. And oftentimes those gatekeepers get corrupted. If our gatekeepers did a better job of shepherding resources and things back to us, we'd be straight, because it's a black face at pretty much everywhere.
That's because the white people pick.
But that's what I'm saying. But those people become gatekeepers. So if you become a gatekeeper, people out there, shepherd the stuff back to your people. Not just your own people, but black people. Look at black people as your people.
Okay.
ADOS. You got to make the distinction.
Oh, right. Because somebody said papayas and what they say, papayas and what they say the other day, jerk chicken and they said something crazy that was just the you know what I'm talking about? They was like they like be making out this right
plantain blacks.
Not
that was somebody in the comments, right?
That's probably Alvin.
It might have been Alvin.
You know, you got to watch Alvin because Alvin. Can I tell you what? We need Alvin to be a writer for the show. Like Alvin, when we like super large, you and Dennis Evans, y'all gonna be writers. Devin is gonna be.
Devin rolled up on me on Sunday.
He gonna be sergeant at arms in the meeting.
Devin talk in life just like he talk in these comments. He the same person. I like consistency.
You know what Devin is? So we got a great. What? We ain't talking
got
to you,
gatekeepers. We got tray holders.
Oh, Mario. We ain't even talking to Mario because Mario be talking all that smack and then he can't come outside after 6:00. No, he can't. Mario used to be my man. Then he ain't come. He's like, I'm coming to the What's in it for the Black People meeting. I'm gonna be there. He came one time and was like, "Ooh, I gotta leave." But he did come one time. But I think we got to get I do think we got to do a What's in it for the Black People cookout before the end of the thing. We could have like a Ruthie. We could do a tailgate.
Man, I worked too hard on Sunday.
No, you didn't. You was doing.
Yes, I did. I washed dish.
Hey,
I worked.
Hey, can I tell y'all something? Could you see Ruthie? Could you see her with her? Could you see her in the kitchen? Ruthie, hey y'all,
I did a good job.
You definitely did.
Ruthie,
thank you, Riis.
I thought so too, Ruthie. I was like,
I'm hospitable.
I was like, Ruthie. I'd be like, Ruthie, where's Big Swill? I don't know, but we got to get the.
You put them hours on the clock, right?
See, Riis.
Send them hours.
There go Riis. See, there go
Riis for reminding me.
See how Riis be. See how.
Thank you.
Send the hours over.
Is it the 15th tomorrow? Damn it.
Send the hours over.
Oh, damn it. I hate the. I'm being in a bad mood tomorrow. I hate the 15th. Hey, y'all, it's the Maze Jackson Show. Ruthie was working that sauce, y'all.
Oh, Henry, that sauce was good.
Oh, man.
Can I have some more?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm coming over for dinner. Can you make some food and put it on there? And
you know what?
Invite me and Riis over. You got plenty.
Agreed. I think we should.
You got a whole thing of barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
like a Thursday night football or something like that.
Thursday, made some eating for breakfast.
Right.
They gonna put it on some grits.
Still, welcome to the Maze Jackson.
Oh, you know what? We should make grits with butter. Grits with sugar and butter.
Of course, you definitely put sugar on grits. I don't know people that.
Oh yeah, I'm sugar and
grits.
So sugar and butter. Could you imagine though we get the butter right?
No, we'll be up in here like
Dun 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 dun.
I can make the butter for sure.
Oh,
you know what? You know what though? At TP, they have a butter maker.
The machine, right?
They have a butter maker where if you are interested, TP, Big Swills TP, located at 55th and the Dan Ryan. If you want to make your own can of butter, he has the tools to do it. You had that sauce on everything.
Me too.
That sauce, it
was really good on that dirty rice. That ranch.
So, in case y'all don't know what we're talking about, Ruthie had a party with Big Swill and Riis for the Bears game. Ruthie actually had on a Bears jersey too. I just want to point that out.
It wasn't a jersey. I ain't invested in a jersey.
She had a hoodie though, but she was actually in the kitchen working the whole thing. You should have seen her. But actually, we had a really good time, and Ruthie,
great time.
Shout out to the Chronic Chef.
That's why Riis was late Monday, because we had such a good time on Sunday.
The Bears games, man. You know what? So Riis, we gotta find. We gotta do kickoff kickback. So I know Riis is like, we not letting kickoff kickback go. So we trying to find a team. So we looking for some co-announcers. If you are, I've been having people hitting me up too. Like, man, I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it.
I think it's time for my sports debut. I don't know enough.
I was like, Ruthie, this will be Ruthie the whole show. I'm still with Cap.
This isn't great content.
Did you see it? No, I don't watch the football. I don't watch the NFL. Is Kaepernick on there yet? This is a sports show. We're talking about. I'm talking about Kaepernick.
I want to talk about Kaepernick. Kaepernick all day. Ruthie's sitting in the look. We cut to Ruthie. Kaepernick.
That's the type of sports show we need. You need a good dissenter.
Oh Jesus! All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I don't know what show we're doing, but we are having a great time, and we appreciate you all being with us. All right, let me run through quickly these headlines. City Council resumes today. COVID rising. CPS parents are protesting, suggesting that they would like a remote learning option.
I definitely thought that was a part of the reopening plan. Like, I would have never assumed that they wouldn't offer a remote option.
Well, I think it's kind of crazy that the only people who can't be vaccinated are the kids, and they're not giving you an option. I just think it's weird that you're saying.
I get why they probably don't want to do the remote option, because it was kind of, I don't want to use the word chaotic, but it was a little difficult for teachers to try to do both at the same time. But maybe I do think they should have a remote option, though.
I feel like they should just put a camera in the back of every class and
do it that way.
I mean, you see these schools are taking, like, whole classrooms are taking like 10 weeks or 3 weeks of remote learning, etc.
It's some parents doing a 10-day protest.
Really?
Where they not sending their young people to school on the first 10 days. They look kind of white, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, because white people got options.
Yeah, they do.
They working from home anyway. So it's just an interesting thing I think we got to pay attention to. California recall vote is today. Governor Gavin Newsom was up for they signed a petition, got him to a recall. Today is election day. The closest competitor is a black man that some people would dispute is he black or not. Larry Elder, who, if Gavin Newsom was not to win, would be probably considered the guy. This is like one of those things where white people will elect a black guy to say they could, but he's really like, he wouldn't like you. You wouldn't like him, Ruthie, very much.
I've been kind of keeping up with it a little bit. I think it's interesting that depending on which news source you watch or listen to, either the recall poll is super close or it's like not going to happen. Right. So I don't know what to believe.
I feel like Newsom has some trouble. But I don't know that he has enough I think it's close, but I don't think Larry Elder will win. Now, that would be crazy as heck, because then you would talk about those black gatekeepers that be like, not gatekeepers, but the black people who be at the meeting like, so those colored people.
He be saying he say something he like take it all the way far, like, yeah.
He be like, we were better off being on the plantation, because at least.
Listen, I done heard him say some wild stuff talking about how black people can't get reparations unless the slave owners get reparations, and I'm just like, but didn't they get reparations? That's what I thought. Yeah.
The Senate, the energy bill passed the Senate. Shout out to Marcus Evans, who took it. They took it out of the Senate moved it to the House, got it through the House, then put it back through the Senate, and Governor J.B. Pritzker says he's going to pay for it. Don't y'all feel crazy that we're paying for the jobs of people in Southern Illinois and that ComEd is getting, like, think about ComEd was embroiled in a scandal last year, and they came back and still punked us and was like, that's fine, y'all got us for $200 million, but y'all gonna need to give us this $700 if you want to keep these people working.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty deep, and it's like it been sold to us as, but at least we're gonna not have coal-fired plants by 2050. So that's a good thing, I guess.
Ooh, 2050. That means we on the hook for another. Never mind.
Did you see that after our big story talking about the banks, they were saying the equity that the bank, remember why was the bank's loan, for every dollar they loan white people, they give us 16 cents or 14 cents. Mm-hmm. Remember we did that story? Well, now the City Council Finance Committee is making them submit more paperwork to determine how many loans that they're giving in communities of color. But again, the whole story that we talked about last time was the fact that they give them all the paperwork. They've demanded all this paperwork, but there's no enforcement. Mm. So it's like, again, the lobbyists went in for the banks and said, "Ooh, here's how you can whoop. This is how you can teach us a lesson. Make us submit more paperwork that you won't enforce anyway." It's like, I really hate that I have the game. I know the game, and nobody wants to listen to me. But it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to make sure y'all know. Fences up at the Capitol in anticipation of the J6 rally for people, the J6 prisoners of war.
Now they taking it serious. Somehow they gonna bring in all of these protections and stuff after you already let them people build them gallows on the lawn. So now they concerned. Once when they realized that they would hang white people too, that's when they was like, okay. Did you know somebody put pipe bombs down?
Yeah. They got them on tape, and he got covered. They showed them walking around.
Talking about some, can y'all help us identify this person?
Hell no, before you come to my house. That's your job. Riis, what'd you say?
Mind your business. Nothing to do with me. I was in New York one time, and I literally saw a dude reach out his trunk and hand hit another dude a AK-47. My girl like, hey, look at that. No, mind your business. Just walk straight. You did not see anything.
I'm supposed to be going to the East Coast, and I'm like, I hope these people don't think I'm going to this rally.
Ooh, you flying in for the rally? You gonna be there when it's there?
Yeah, I might need to reconsider.
You should go out there and see what they do. That would be interesting. You should take it. You should go live. Ruthie, I'm telling you, your views would be through the roof. Ruthie Moore live from the J6 POW protest. Man. With the media, we'll be international right there, Ruthie.
And the first time somebody say something crazy to me, y'all gonna see me on live stream fighting.
There we go. There's the views through the roof. And then people be aid and assist. We'll send the cameraman with you too.
No, Ruthie, just fight the power. That's it.
And mind your business. Hey, y'all, this is the Mayot Jackson Show. Let's take a quick break, and then we come back. I'm going to play y'all some. Riis, let's get the road connected all up, because I want to play y'all some audio from our yesterday, Chicago tonight. It's the Mayot Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Mayot Jackson Show. We'll be back after this break.
Chicago's Power Hour. I'm your host, Angie Mims, and
Terrence Keys, TD, a.k.a. Terrence Daniels.
I wish I had one witness in the house.
You got one. You got a couple of them. Got two T's.
Give me a testimony.
Oh, Lord. He's did it before. Oh, Lord. I got one. Better. I got 5 reasons. 5 reasons. Oh, Lord. He turned it around. Turn it around. He woke me up this morning. Oh. Don't do this. Don't do this. Number 4, he woke me up this morning. Come on, number 3. He woke me up. Oh, Lord.
He woke you up.
That thing can touch you, but one of them 5s will get you. What's the second one? He woke me up this morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God.
And the number 1 reason. Number 1. Final answer. He woke me up this morning.
He woke me up this morning.
That's a testimony.
That's a testimony.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:04 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area traffic and weather report today. No sports last night in Chicago, so jump straight into traffic. On the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 50 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 36. On the Eden, from Deerfield to the Exchange will be 67. Exchange back to Deerfield will be 33. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Circle will be 53 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 37. On the Stevenson from I-355 back to the Dan Ryan is 53 minutes. Outbound is 40. The Bishop Ford I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 60 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 20 minutes to the Loop, 15 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive is locked in at 8 minutes all around. That's South 55th to Jackson, as well as Jackson to 55th and North Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph. Today's weather, it is currently 75 and mostly sunny. Today will be a high of 84 with a low of 64. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's Slick J with Addicted.
Oh, baby. I mean, I know that you're here with me and everything, but since you just left a few hours ago, I've just been going crazy. And I done come to realize one thing. Oh, baby, I miss you. Yeah. Oh, baby, oh, darling. Whoa, whoa, oh. Your love must be some kind of drug, baby, 'cause it just keeps on calling me, and I just need a hit of your love. It's got me shaking and feeling for your touch. Baby, of you I can't get enough. It feels like I done OD on you, babe. I'm addicted for you. Can't stop loving 'cause I can't get enough of you, babe. 'Cause I'm so addicted to you. This must be love. 'Cause I can't get enough of your love. I'm so addicted. Can't stop. I need you right now, baby. I'm so addicted to you. You're always on my mind, my mind, my mind, every day. It's been too long since I had you in my arms, and I don't know if I can take any more of being without you. Even though it's only been an hour, it feels to me just like forever. And I am hoping that I can see you soon. See you soon. I'm so addicted. Lord have mercy. I can't be without you, baby. Oh no, not for a minute, not for an hour. I can't get enough. I'm so addicted. Woo. I need to check myself into some kind of rehab, 'cause I need some help. Somebody help me, please. Please. Ooh. La 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 la. I need to testify this evening. Oh Lord, have you ever loved somebody so much that you just can't get them off your mind? Oh, I'm so addicted. Ooh, Lord, 'cause I can't stop loving you, my baby. Oh, darling, I love you, This must be love. I've been overdosed on your loving. Can't stop loving you. I've done overdosed on my baby. So addicted to you. Without you, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ooh, I'm addicted.
Back to the Maze Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
For Ruthie Moore, for Todd Stoger, I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them Maze said, Mayor Lightfoot, man, we ain't accepting that. We ain't accepting that. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. So many shady characters like Madigan and Blotto. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA gets spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Lenders give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And up the seal carry, I stay with the pipe. But Illinois gun laws giving minimal rights. Stay up on the swivel, make sure I'm moving tight. Check all of my mirrors when I pull up to the light. Pick my homie up from out of town, man, he caught a flight. He was hella nervous, told him, shorty, this a way of life. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks.
Wake up, Chicago. Wake up, world. I am the host of the Maze Jackson Show, asking every single day, what's in it for the black people? Hey, Ruthie, can you do me a favor? Can you look up the definition of the word parity?
Parity?
Yes. You see, I was trying to whisper, and she was like,
"Oh my God,
I was trying to keep it between." And I was whispering, and you hear me through the headphones. I guess they could hear me too. I was trying to get you to whisper. You know, y'all caught me. Anyway, so I was supposed to, as I was doing my notes, you know how we say wake up in the morning? Wake up, Chicago, wake up, world. I feel like when I say that, it has like a double entendre. And by that, I mean, like, because we're on at 6 o'clock in the morning, I mean, wake up! Like, when I say it like that, I mean, I want you to wake up and get out the bed. Get ready to go, right? So when Boosie is like, what time is it? And she hit, wake up! She mean, I got to get out of bed because I got to get to work. Or, Boosie got a meeting. You know what I'm saying? Then, Devin start, once I say wake up the second time, I feel like the Lions then start the Lions get to roaring, they yawn and they moving around, etc.
They be hungry.
But, right, they stomachs be rumbling. They be like, give us some meat. But then when I say, wake up, you know what else? Did y'all ever see Do the Right Thing? Not Do the Right Thing. School Days.
Mm-hmm.
Remember at the end when he said, wake up! And it was like he was in a dream.
Mm-hmm.
But it was also like, black people, wake up because real stuff is happening.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this right here, when I say wake up at 7 o'clock today, I'm going to give much props to Chicago tonight because, everybody won't come on the Mays Jackson show. So sometimes I have to take what they say, listen, let y'all hear it, and then we analyze it because ain't nobody going to come on the show and say it the way they said it to us. But this happened yesterday in public, on TV, and I thought that it was very important for black people to hear it. So I'm going to play a segment from you for... You got to understand that this came out. Remember yesterday, Ruthie, when we was talking about how the leader of the Democratic Party, the most powerful black woman in the party, said that she is now, this is Racial Equity Week, and they are launching the agenda, their Latinx agenda, right? And that's how they were that's what Racial Equity Week was. And I was kind of bothered because I was like, what role do black people have in advancing the Latino agenda?
Mm.
And I just had like a whole bunch of concern. Then I thought about, remember how much I couldn't stand the word equity? You know how every time somebody says equity, I'd be like, this is some bull. This is the opportunity for white people to get rich. But equity has been the call of the day for when black people were supposedly the majority minority, right? I need for you to hear Alderman Gilbert Villegas. Not because I have any problem with Alderman Gilbert Villegas, but I want you to think about the difference in what we're hearing from the leader of the Latinos compared to what we just saw the leader of the black people say. You ready? So Riis, turn up the road, and I think I got this together. Hopefully, I got the volume up, and I just want to play this. This is Paris Schutz talking to Alderman Scott Wagaspack, Alderman Anthony Beal, Alderman Gilbert Villegas, and Alderman Brendan Riley, who was the guy who, the Democrat who supported the Republican for state's attorney, but nobody said anything about. Okay, ready? Here we go. Ready here? Here we go.
Representatives on city council.
Well, I think that the data just came in last month. We have our team analyzing it. When you put it into perspective, Latinos are just 40,000 people short of being the majority in the city of Chicago. So I think it's past due that we get our fair share of representation, not just in the wards, but also within city government. And when you take a look at this administration, having just 2 Latino commissioners, it's abysmal. I think the caucus has taken a stance that we want to see parity, because I can tell you right now that diversity and inclusion and equity, all those other nice words, are not working for our community. So we want to see parity. We want to see our fair share. And as it relates to the map, we're going to follow the data, the Voting Rights Act, and we're going to listen to the people of Chicago to kind of determine what it is they want to see as we reapportion the maps for the next decade.
Redrawing those maps, always an interesting process. I want to move to a proposal by the mayor.
Did y'all hear that? Do I need to play it again for y'all? Let me play it again because I don't think y'all heard that. I don't know if y'all really get what happened. This was Paris Schutz talking to Alderman Gilbert Villegas, the chairman of the Latino caucus, in regards to the ward maps and reapportionment. But I want you to hear one more time what he said about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Now, I want you to understand that this is literally, they got the numbers that the data, Ruthie, that they're analyzing now from the U.S. Census. And even preliminarily, the conversation has changed in their minds. They don't want that BS y'all been selling the Negroes all this time, because clearly that ain't working. Let me play it for you again.
This also comes as Mayor Lightfoot announced a plan to go after gang members' assets.
Don't work.
Hold on. We'll come back to that. Sorry.
Latinos are just for.
I apologize, guys. We're trying to get it together. Come on now. This is what happens when you borrow somebody else's stuff. They like, hold on, you ain't finna do our stuff.
Does that mean you're going to fight for more majority Latino wards and perhaps Latino representatives on city council?
Well, I think that the data just came in last month. We have our team analyzing it. When you put it into perspective, Latinos are just 40,000 people short of being the majority in the city of Chicago. So I think it's past due that we get our fair share of representation. Not just in the wards, but also within city government. And when you take a look at this administration, having just 2 Latino commissioners, it's abysmal. I think the caucus has taken a stance that we want to see parity, because I can tell you right now, the diversity and inclusion and equity, all those other nice words are not working for our community. So we want to see parity. We want to see our fair share. And as it relates to the map, we're going to follow the data, the Voting Rights Act, and we're going to listen to the people of Chicago to kind of determine what it is they want to see as we reapportion the maps for the next decade.
Redrawing.
The people of Chicago also, not the citizens. Just need to point that out. Note that the Voting Rights Act, that's your thing, black people. We finna use that to hit you over the head with it when we take your joints. Ruthie, can you define parody for me? Did you do that?
Yeah, I looked it up. It says an imitation of the style, essentially. Or an imitation or a version of something.
So they want a version of white supremacy, the white power structure that ran the joint before. Like, here's the difference to me. The Latinos are not allowing the white folks to write their letter for them, if that makes sense. They like, we saw what y'all did to the black folks with that equity and inclusion. Now, I just need for y'all to understand that for the last, how many years have we been talking about diversity? What I've been telling y'all about diversity? Equity. What I tell y'all about equity?
White people getting rich.
And inclusion. All of that, right? So here the alderman says, even as yesterday they told us that Latino business at the county level has increased by 95%, at the same time that they told y'all that black women have grown by 75. Skip y'all black men, which means, again, you ain't at 75. Cut that 75 in half. You at 37 and 37.5% of the business. And even as we've watched our numbers and everything consistently go down, it hasn't been enough. What did he say? He said, we're going to use the data. Ruthie, when he said that, I was like, uh-oh. I said, I saw that face you just made right there. I synced it in my head. The data, remember he took, now, mind you, they just grew by 95% at the county. We don't know what the city is because they probably ain't going to want to report that. But that ain't enough. That ain't working. And you know what data they use to justify it in our face? The 2 city commissioners. Even though every black commissioner is around here giving up their lunch to the Latinos. See, they're not going to allow their piece of the pie to be determined by the rules that white folks set. I'm not mad at Alderman Villegas. I'll be honest with you. Because do you understand, in the same day and in the same breath, Tony Preckwinkle, the leader of the blackest, most powerful person that except for the mayor, is on TV talking about we have to advance the Latinx agenda. Riis, could you open up the phone lines for me, please? Because I got to understand, am I crazy? Like, do you understand? Like, Ruthie, how long have I been saying equity and inclusion is some BS?
A long time.
It has been the words that white folks have given you to flee. What y'all call that stuff when they take y'all stuff all nice?
Finesse.
He just said we will not be. One more time. What's it, Ruthie?
Finessed.
Like, look at his face. Look at his face, Ruthie.
Hold on, Meg. Hold on. Because historically, people and movements have a way of piggybacking off of the struggles of black people. And they hijack stuff. And so this is a hijacking. But you know what? But I will say that there's a power vacuum created because of our elected officials' inability to advocate specifically for black people. So like you, Maze, I ain't even mad at Alderman Villegas.
Can I play it one more time for y'all? Because I just feel like, Ruthie, it's a thing like for us that we just. You always talk about something that's really hard to pin down. Riis, did I lose? Did I lose myself? I'm off of See, Riis conspiring. They done got Riis on the team now. Riis don't want to let a brother be great. Turn on that road again, man, because they need to hear it. Here it go, road. The people can't be stopped. What they say that can never be defeated? The people united can never be defeated. Well, when we gonna get united? Because I just need for y'all. Do y'all listen to this one more? Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, y'all was looking at my business. Oh, y'all looking at the business. Ooh. All right, ready? Here we go. One more time. Ready, Riis?
Villegas says all of this is going on. City Council is starting to discuss the new war.
See, that's the devil. Devil busy. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to be great. Look, let me ask y'all. Why is it that we can't seem to get it together? Like, why do you think there is an aversion of black people to be for black stuff? Like, again,
because they made us hate ourselves and love their wealth.
I don't appreciate you.
That was good.
But that's good. That's Jay. No, that was. Oh, that's Kanye. I thought that was Jay. Oh, Kanye stole that from Jay. Kanye be biting sometimes off of Jay so much. I can't help it. But, like, no, y'all, think about the gravity of this. They came on the TV on the same day of Racial Equity Week.
And said, we still ain't got enough. We
analyzing the data. I feel like they basically was like, we ain't what y'all thought we was them dumb Negroes? He was like, because he took, do you understand? He went through all of the words: diversity, equity, inclusion, all those fancy words.
Data, analyze. So
I gotta ask you, and then did you also notice that they not even settling for the second spot? They coming for the number one spot. They like, we're 40,000 away. Now let me help y'all understand. When y'all was telling me that I was a racist for saying, notice citizenship don't count no more. All your little trinkets and trash. Reach, turn that Bluetooth back on. Reset it for me.
You talking about how like how illegal
undocumented
people counted toward their census numbers?
Yep. And now and then they allowed y'all. They let y'all talk them out of. They let y'all tell them that citizenship is a bad word. Do I got it? Okay. I'm gonna play it for y'all one more time because I just think that it was so poignant that yesterday, and then yesterday, Ruthie, when I posted the article of Tony Preckwinkle, nobody really wanted to talk about it. But can I tell you when I went out yesterday, Latinos was talking about what I said yesterday, like, and then they said, but again, we ain't no Latinx. So who are the people that are writing these agendas for these people? And what did they say about black people in it? Because here's what Alderman Villegas had to say. Dang, race!
It definitely say you connected, though. Did you put it as your preference?
Lord have mercy, Jesus. Oh, gosh. Anyway, I'm going to have to leave him alone because he's making me mad. Alderman Villegas told y'all yesterday that. So let me ask you a question. How do we get into this debate? Like black folks, how do we get into this conversation? How do we, because I do feel like it's really over. Like I already feel like, I feel like it's Are we doomed? Are black people doomed in Chicago? What is our hope of survival? Because I don't think we're talking about thriving anymore. Like at this point, I mean, like, did you hear Villegas say we 40,000 from the number one slot?
You know they have babies rapidly, so that's tomorrow.
And we not. They said they done stem the tide of black birth. And realistically, it ain't even about them multiplying and having babies, Riis, because they can import people. You can import. Remember, we're a welcoming sanctuary city. So, and nothing about being a citizen has you get no additional perks in the city of Chicago for being a citizen. As a matter of fact, they made citizen a racist term, and we were complicit. Now, y'all let me, when I said, how y'all gonna let them take citizen out of the, like, there are basic rights that come with citizenship. Now you got this school board, hear me out, you got a school board where they have fought to allow undocumented immigrants to have a say in their child's education. I'm okay, but understand the slippery slope. So should they not have a say in where the dollars that are allocated? So when it comes to municipal elections where being a citizen doesn't make a difference, and they just said we 40,000, they didn't say we're 40,000 citizens from being the top. We 40,000 people. Now, at that point, what do you feel like you are owed as number one? Everything? Everything? Like, if I'm the king, give me my kingdom. You have allowed them to finesse you out of your birthright. This is like Jacob and Esau. I'm probably going too much to the church for y'all right now. But y'all brought them into the house, they dressed up as you, and now they taking your joint and going to build a nation on your ruins. As you vacate land, as you say welcome, take a break, because you know what? Y'all done got me going back to church. It's the Maze Jackson Show. Oh, Lord, we'll be back after these messages.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Week events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Week members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 7:34 a.m. and I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports weather and traffic update. No sports last night, so we jump right into traffic. From the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 50 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare will be 63. On the Eden from Deerfield to the Exchange will be 73 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield will be 66. On the Eisenhower Thorndale to the Loop will be 73. Back out to Thorndale will be 52. On the Stevenson from I-355 to Dan Ryan is 67 minutes. Outbound will be 47. On the Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 61 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 24 minutes to the Loop. 17 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive south from 55th to Jackson is 12 minutes. From Jackson to 55th will be 8. On the north side of things, from Randolph to Bryn Mawr and Bryn Mawr back to Randolph will also be 8 minutes. Today's weather, it is currently 75 and mostly sunny. Today, expect a high of 84 with a low of 64. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's some Valerie on The Maze Jackson Show.
Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. But won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Did you have to go to jail? Put your house on up for sale. Did you get a good lawyer? I hope you didn't catch a tan. I hope you find the right man who'll fix it for you. And are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you busy? And did you have to pay this fine that you've been dodging all the time? Are you still dizzy? Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Oh, stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there? Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water and I think of all the things what you're doing. In my head I paint a picture. Since I've come home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over there?
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, my man, DJ Riis the Ruler, Mr. Business in the front, Party in the back. He got his drip on. Drip. That's one of the y'all young people newfangled words. What do drip mean? Like it mean you running?
Gear.
You got drip. Mm-hmm. So when I come in, I say, look at do Amazon Essentials count as drip?
It really like depend on like how you put it together.
It's your style.
Yeah, it's your style with it.
Your drip can be whack. Like drip don't automatically make it drippy.
Oh, so
yeah,
you could be lame drip.
Yeah.
So do it be people like Steve Urkel? Remember back in the day, he'd be like, he thought he had some drip. Like
that's drip though. It's nerdy drip, but it's drip.
That was his drip. Yeah, that was his drip.
So his drip is your style. All right, my drip fresh than a mug.
Oh goodness. Okay, Dad.
Okay, I got dad drip. Get my Ron Isley on. One day y'all gonna love. Yeah, one day when I'm famous, y'all gonna be like, look at me. I'm gonna have my drip, and y'all gonna be like, dang, you see Maze? And then everything I wear is gonna be like, drippy. Y'all gonna be like, I want to be Ruthie. I'm still mad at Ruthie though, cause I'm still looking at that hoodie. Like, you know,
I got you.
That's her drip.
Dang,
I got you, Maze.
I'm just saying, I want to be Greek drippy. So I could go to the, because you want to go to the chapter, you want to go to the thing, and they be like, where you get that from, Mom? Oh, Mom, if I can't even tell you where I got this from. But the problem with something like that is, if you take it off,
it's over with.
Do y'all ever play the frat game? Do the sororities play the sorority game?
Not necessarily.
I hate that.
Do you take your nice stuff off and lay it around somewhere?
My house.
That's what I'm saying, in your house. Right. But Mace, please stop using the word drip, because we trying to keep it cool.
Drip. Check out my drip. I'm about to be like, watch, I'm getting me a shirt. This gonna be like drip. Drip this. Y'all be dripping.
Oh my goodness, Mace, please.
I am drippy.
Just say fresh. That's more like your
fresh
generation.
Than a mud. I'm fly. Thank you very much. That's my generation. Thank you very much. All right, y'all.
Your generation, they was saying I was dynamite.
Dynamite. Look, that was a generation before me. I had a doll though.
Good one, Riis.
I had the JJ doll that did say dynamite. I did do that. I did have that. All right, the JJ doll. All right, y'all, but Alderman Villegas just told y'all in y'all face. They ain't going. They said, you know what I feel like he basically said? We are not taking the Negro deal. That's essentially what he said. Like, I don't feel any negativity towards what Alderman Villegas said. I just feel like Alderman Villegas just basically told y'all, like, you see all that fancy stuff them words y'all hit? Just give us ours. We want our money to look like the white people money. When we in charge, we want the brown team to do like the green team. Black folks was like, let's open the rainbow. Y'all took the rainbow and we ain't even no brown in a rainbow. You see, they noticed they added that though since we talked about it. Cause I was like, ain't no black, but it ain't no black in the rainbow.
But it takes all the colors.
Hey man, beat it. That's how we got here. There you go. Look, we talk about black. Here come the water down. Why can't we all just get some? That's your drip. Look, Riis gonna wear rainbow shirts for the drip. I'm wearing a black shirt with a fist. It ain't no color. My shirt finna be black on black on black. You saw I had a Bears black on black on black?
Yeah, that was nice.
I'm about to be black on black on black on black, but we can't even get nobody to be. Every time you say black to black people, they be brown. We got everybody. Latinos done cut y'all off. Like, I'm telling you, on the same Chicago Tonight episode. They was talking about going after the drug dealers. The Latinos was like, hey, look, man, too many Latino people going to jail. Like, we ain't been the largest population. It's crazy. Let's go to the Maze Jacks. Let's go to the live line. Give us a call, 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. Did Alderman Gilbert Villegas just tell us he ain't taking the Negro deal? Don't give it to us. On the live line, we got him back. It is Uncle Rosie. Uncle Rosie, what's up, man? How you feeling today?
Hey, I'm doing fine, Brother Maze. How are you doing?
Man, I'm feeling a little drippy today, Uncle Rosie. I'm learning the new words. So I'm, like when you learn a new word, you got to use it all the time. Uncle Rosie, how's your drip today?
Well, you know what, Maze? I every time I turn on YouTube and pick you up, I am lifted to high levels of thought. And I want to deal with the first issue is we lack thinkers. See, the art of thinking is what our black politicians cannot deal with. the other factor is fear and value. See, the question is, we can see the Hispanics. When I came to Chicago, Hispanics were hiding in black neighborhoods to avoid being captured. Now they stand very bold, but something is ideally wrong with our politicians, and it must be fear, and it must be the loss of value, because that's the only way we can get a collective of 20-some black people who cannot come together and stand up for their people. Let's think about this. Back in the 50s, I was in high school and I joined Congress for Racial Equality because something was in me, not because I was brave and I look. These people told us, but there's hope. There is hope, Maze, because of the sun. The sun put people to sleep, and the sun put people up. And let me tell you that we got to now make our aldermen fearful of us. And I believe that you are the catalyst through which this can occur. There are some other thoughts I have, but maybe, really, I want to talk to you offline because there are some things that I think that to empower people outside of their aldermen will bring about a response from the aldermen, because they will not be filtered. See, they want to get along to be along. And there's no one who's giving you anything, or any group of people. They fail to read history. Every time people who have become free, they had to fight for it. But there's a methodology for fighting, and we can fight with bullets, we certainly can fight with brain power. And I would like to say that land is still, I'm trying to give it away because that's part of a strategy of thinking. Thinking, you've got to be able to outthink the opposition. And when I built that clause up, look, anyway, let me know where you are, Maze. I like to talk to have a few things called thunder thoughts. And I want to run the fast because I'm vigorous and driven by the power of thinking. I'm a Judeo-Christian, amongst other things. I believe in the art of believing. So let's say you, Maze, this beautiful morning.
You know what, Uncle Rosie, I say thank you. I thank you for calling in. I thank you for your insight. We're going to get together. Also, just got through talking to my attorney, so we're going to also talk about that land that we was talking about. But Uncle Rosie, I think we do have to, I know Todd has talked about this sort of, but there to me is no continuum of thinking for black people, right? Like, where do black people get together in a room, get to know each other, converse, talk, share ideas? Like, Ruthie, I feel like what happens is the politicians are almost at a point now scared of our people because they don't really want to be held accountable for the state of affairs that we're in. So they kind of throw things at the wall that they have a crowd of white people clapping. If you look at most of our legislators, the people on their pages that are celebrating the work that they do is the white people who benefit from it. Like, I often look at, like, when I look at the pages of legislators and I look at the pages of, like, political people who espouse these ideas that do not seem to be congruent, usually it is the people that have given them the words, hey, say diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then what you see is a bunch of white women, a bunch of LGBT, a bunch of left-leaning people cheering them on, even as they've led to our demise. It's like, if we still screwed on cannabis, who gets to be at peace? Right? But essentially what eventually happens is, and I look at the social, because that to me is where people go to get their reinforcement of whether their ideas are good. So in the face of screwing all the black folks on different issues, you will find our legislators posting stories about how life is great in Paris and in China and all of those places. And, you know, we get all of the wonderful family pictures and posts. And I love all your family pictures and posts. But the reality is you're putting them up as a shield to disguise us from the fact that there are not actual tangible outcomes. And what happens is these pictures go up, and then all of your white supporters and everybody that's relied upon you tells you all the warm, fuzzy things to make it go away, that black folks out here starving. So you look at how many warm and fuzzy posts black folks are posting. Like, can I ask you a question? Does anybody in your political dynamic seem to be cognizant that our lunch is being taken?
Yes.
Who?
But they just cannot say anything because it sounds anti, and they have to protect their political futures. If their political futures were hinged upon black people, then, you know, they will probably feel more concern to black people.
See, I'm watching Deacon talk up here and say, because shout out to Deacon, who is one of the top precinct captains in the world. He say, because black people don't vote. And I would tell you that there is... I'm a voter, but I don't know what you're telling a black person to vote for. Right? Like, the fact of the matter is, most of the people that you have an option, the system is set up. And again, I'm down because I played that game, but realistically, the system is set up to ensure that incumbents are protected. It's set up, it's set up so that if you don't have a super intense lawyer that understands, we're going to knock you off the ballot. Right? Remember, the whole premise of black empowerment was never let black people have a choice. So there is no election. So they don't even have to face the consequences of their choices because they don't have anybody to run against. So let's not play silly now. Let's be clear that the whole premise of black electoral politics has been, have you been able to get your opponent off the ballot? That's why the whole thing is to stretch you out, make money. Like, black people are the most loyal and consistent voters in the Democratic Party. And it's like, we cannot be selling this story. Why is it that anytime everybody in trouble, it's all the black people got to rally around to do it? Save them.
Like Joe Biden.
Right. Well, I'm saying, you don't say we don't ask for tangibles, because when somebody puts tangibles on the table, it's like, no, but the boogeyman.
Why don't politicians have to be more accountable to black people?
Because they don't have a competitor. Again, I will tell you one more time. There was a reason that if you ask anybody black who ran for office at the state level, if you ask them about Mike Casper, they'll tell you. They'll be like, man, the whole battle in the black community is to not let you get on the ballot. Because, again, if you get on the ballot, now you got to answer questions. Or actually, no, you don't, because then you employ the Rose Garden strategy. So I'm going to have this person in a room talking to himself, never, ever having to address the issues. I'm going to pile $200,000 in ads and mail against him, and he has no chance. Now, also understand that they've taught that the other political class has been underdeveloped. So again, you're going to be, when you come into the room, in a political room, you're going to say Mays Jackson, troublemaker. Why is Mays Jackson troublemaker? Because he going to tell you, don't go for the okie doke, because this is what they're going to do. There's a reason they don't want you to come over here. Because essentially, I'm going to say, you shouldn't be doing that, right? Like, I'm looking at all these people right now, Ruthie.
Mm-hmm.
We got a whole smattering of people that want to run for alderman, right? Because of all the stuff, whatever. And they talking so much smack on social media, and they like, I'm going to get alderman such and such. And fool, don't you know it's a remap, so you going to get remapped right up out your ward? But you don't know that because you ain't been taught politics. Right? We got all of these pontificators. We got all these people that are social media superstars that the politicians be like, great. Because they're not forced to answer any of our questions. And then what winds up happening is Mays Jackson be talking crazy because realistically I'm giving up game. But if you want to be successful, the way that you're taught to be successful is to lay down. So when you say, hey, like, why ain't nobody running to be elected? Because what black person that's really concerned about their community wants to join a band that won't let you talk about yourself and your self-interest? Why does anybody join a political organization if in the political organization they tell you that in spite of you seeing black people getting screwed, you got to be with
that part.
Like, how do you encourage a man to join an organization that tells you got to be bent over? To be successful, show me the black man that gets to stand up as a Democrat. That gets to be unabashed, strong black man. That don't got to look nobody, that don't got to bow down, that gets to walk around and look people in the eyes. And who is the black person that anybody is scared of? Who is the black person that anybody cares what you think? The man just got on TV and said, we ain't going for the Negro role. We not taking the, how long have y'all been selling me diversity, equity, and inclusion? We've been hearing that for the last 6 years, 8 years. When we finally get to a point where we say black, where we asking what's in it for the black people, then they tell you and sell you on some diversity, equity, and inclusion because they won't let you say black. So they got to give you every code word, every people of color, everything. Now that you done fell off, they saying they ain't accepting number 2. They want the whole spot. They want the whole joint. Don't think of us as the minority, you think of us as the majority. Cause Ruthie said have some more babies. They ain't got to. They ain't got to. They can import them. And y'all let them tell you no citizens. Citizens is a bad word. Here's the thing, y'all. We can't be mad at people for not looking at us and being like, I'm not going down that path. We not gonna be like them. And it's like I'm tired of the stuntery. Like I just, I think about all of this going down, and it's like, Ruthie, I've been in a jam because I can't say, I don't want to talk about black people when they down, but I'm like, I'm looking around and I'm saying, you had the keys to the kingdom for 20 years. For 20 years, all of the conversation, everything we talk about racial, minority, used to be about us. And everybody else hid underneath that. When our ops came to the top, they like, it ain't about we ain't talking about diversity and inclusion. We want ours.
And we gonna leverage George Floyd.
Oh my God.
Slap, slap, slap in the face.
And be like, there's equity theater going on.
I need a drink.
Gary! Chronic Chef, because I need my cousin. Yo. Like this is why this show be making me go crazy. Like, Ruthie, then I go somewhere and the black people be looking at me funny. Like, I feel like I gotta have some people with me because it's like I be going places and people be like, y'all mad at me for saying y'all should be powerful. Like, the Negroes are literally mad at me for saying I want y'all to be. I go to the Latino joint, they be like, Maze, when you gonna be with your people, bro? They gotta get with it. I go to the black thing, they be like, over there, always troublemaker. Yep. They be letting white people take shots. I be at places, black people be sitting around, white people be taking shots. And I be like, you do know I was fighting for you, right? Like, I really do want you to be powerful. But the white folks feel comfortable just talking smack. Riis said, tell y'all bye. Everybody on WBGX, if you want to hear the rest of this conversation, tune in to the Maze Jackson Show, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, because Riis around here waving and stuff. Bye! Caller, you wait on. We'll take your call when we come back. Oh, look. Now Riis done turned me off. Look, what, you going to turn my camera off now?
I thought I muted you.
Hey, y'all.
We mad!
You know what? I guess I'm look, you like, we mad, ain't we Maze? No, I be going to the parties, Ruthie. And it be like, you go to the party? And I be like, no, Ruthie, you know, like, you go to a place and, you know, you be like, you be thinking people gonna be like, what's up, dog? And they be like, they be looking at you like, you the ops?
No, I told you, Maze, that probably likely comes from a place of like insecurity within themselves.
But Ruthie,
so sometimes people act awkwardly and they say things because they don't know what else to say. What you want them to say? Maze, you've been talking about the same stuff for all these years and we ain't listened, so now we feel real stupid and real powerless.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody gonna say that. What they gonna say? Maze, you've been talking about this same stuff. How can you help me retain my power? What they gonna say? Maze, you was right. We so sorry, my brother. You ain't finna get that. They gonna say, oh, look at Maze.
So they gonna stick with the white man instead of just saying, hey, Maze, I finally see the light and I want to jump on board with you. So instead, I'm gonna still act like that.
Mm-hmm. That's what they be saying. You just hear it differently. It just come out as, ooh, Maze, you a troublemaker. But really that means, Maze, you was right. How can we build this political power? Because our backs are up against the wall and we don't know what to do.
But they want to hide in the back, okay? They don't want, the other people to know that they doing. They want to support you in the dark.
Ooh. Yeah, I do be feeling like a side chick. I do. No, I feel like a black side chick. When I go to, I do.
Wait, why I gotta be a black side chick? Wait a minute.
Because I'm black, man. Dang. White
okay,
side.
Wait, come on, finish your analogy.
I'll finish it when we come back after this break. This is the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
Broken screen? Crash system? Are you in need of spyware or virus removal from your computer? Well, contact RPC Computer Repair in South Shore and let us help you with all your computer repair services and print needs. Need office or print production services, copies, scans, fax, or even notary service? Then stop by and support RPC Computer Repair and Print Shop located 1741 East 71st Street in the 71st Street corridor, newly revitalized South Shore areas, and let RPC be your one-stop shop, where we believe RPC is your PC. RPC Computer Repair is also a UPS access point where you can drop off and pick up your important packages. So let RPC be of service to you. Call RPC Computer Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. through 6 p.m. at 773-966-4457. That's 773-966-4457. Visit RPC at rpccomputeringinc.com for more information.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:03 a.m. And I'm Riis the Ruler with your Chicagoland area sports, weather, and traffic update. In traffic today on the Kennedy O'Hare to the Loop is 72 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is 53. On the Eden, Deerfield to the Exchange, 73 minutes. Back out will be 61. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 77 minutes. Back out to Thorndale will be 54. On the Stevenson from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 69 minutes. Outbound will be 43. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 58 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 24 minutes to the Loop. 17 minutes back out to 95th. DuSable Lakeshore Drive South. 55th to Jackson is 16 minutes. Jackson to 55th is 7. On the north side, Randolph to Bryn Mawr is 8 minutes. Bryn Mawr to Randolph will be 9. Today's weather, it is currently 76 and sunny. Today will be a high of 84 with a low of 64. I'm Riis the Ruler. Now here's So Good on The Maze Jackson Show.
I don't know what you did, but you did it right. Girl, you make it look so easy. Everywhere you go, heads turning left and right. Can't say you a dime, you're a 20 piece. Cause girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me don't let you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on. Why you gotta look so good, good. With your hair done, nails done, when you put that grown on, girl. Why you gotta look so good? I can look and see you're not an average chick. You're shutting it down everywhere you go. Girl, I want you as bad as I want a check. Cause you're sexy from head to toe. Girl, you're the reason I be acting funny. Everything in me telling me all that you get away. And all the guys looking like they wanna love you. Every day I'm your body, got not over my dead body. Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done, nails done, when you put your grown on. It's something about you when you put your grown on. When you're waking up straight out of bed, girl, why you gotta look so good? Or when you're at the job just taking a break, girl, why you gotta look so good? In the club turning up, why you gotta look so good? On the dance floor giving more, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good? Girl, you know you be killing them when you be getting your own woman on. Why you gotta look so good? With your hair done and your nails done, when you put that grown on, girl, why you gotta look so good? Girl, why you gotta look so good? Why you gotta look so good?
Back to the Mays Jackson Show. You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Mays Jackson. Mays Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
People, cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to life, can't toast no more. I told y'all, yeah, this a dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies now of the politicians. We need money and no symbolism. It's May and Riis and Ruthie and Todd, explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we united, our movement gon' stop. If they ain't trying to help us, they ain't trying to do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect you oppressed to solve.
Wake up, Chicago! Wake up, world! This is the Mays Jackson Show. I'm your host, Mays Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, as well as DJ Riis the Ruler. Hey, y'all know what I forgot? I'm going to City Club today.
Ooh, fancy schmancy.
With the Chancellor of the University of Illinois, Urbana-Champaign. ILL, baby.
KINI.
You don't get to say it.
It's
It
ain't politically correct anyway no more. Y'all gonna have to change it. Watch.
No, we're not. We're gonna say KINGFISHER. They trying to make us the kingfishers.
Kingfisher.
Get your ass. You don't get your. Oh well, it is after 8 o'clock.
Is that a fish that's in Illinois? That's a fish, right?
It's a bird, a kingfisher.
See,
it's
I
a
ain't
bird.
even know.
Look like a woodpecker.
A king. But they dive in and fish. That's why they call that. They dive in the water to fish.
I guess. Ruthie, I don't know. I wasn't with the. I'm not with the. How you say you're not with the shits? I'm not with the shits. Just not with the Siznets. There you go, Lisa Cooper with the I, and thank you for the real Illini. You know I'm gonna be nervous sitting at the table though, because it's gonna be all the Illini graduates and me. So every time they be going around the table like, when you graduate, I'll be like, I really didn't. They're like, why you at the table?
Ooh,
because I'm famous just like you. I'll be like, add a little color. They always be like, oh, Maze, you're so funny. I'm like, I'm not laughing. Shout out to the Chancellor of University of Illinois, though. He is, you know, he's a Sigma man, right?
What?
Yes.
I ain't know that.
Yep. And, he used to be in the Sounds of Blackness, too.
Ooh, I love the Sounds of Blackness.
Man, I like the Sounds of Black. You know what? We might need some optimistic. That might be something today we could get some, because I need some optimism in the world. But speaking of optimism, what was we talking about before we went to the break that I was on? Oh, black side chick. Y'all was like, leave it alone. But no, here's the thing. I think that, like, I get love in the dark from black people, from black elected officials, which is whenever, when it's convenient, when it's after dark, or when it's in the shadows, they want to be like, Maze, thank you. Hey, I know that when I'm in public, I be trying to hate on you and stuff. But thank you for when I got in trouble, you didn't put me on extra blast like the white people. And I'd be like, oh, no problem. It's like, I don't feel like anybody black needs to be piled on when the black people is piling on. But Ruthie, I just keep thinking of all these people. And I feel like all I wanted to do was make you feel better. I just wanted you to, and now you got to treat me this way. Like, and it gets tiresome to be in the space where it's like you really be trying to help people. They benefit from what you do, but they ain't gonna never say it. Or they even be like, man, what he said is right. So they go hire some lame dude to do what you know how to do. And then the lame dude call you and ask you for help while they getting paid. And you want to see the lame dude do okay. So you help the lame dude do their job. And then the lame dude climb on and don't never call you back and be like, thanks, here go a cut. Nothing. You have to go and you have to pretend like it's all good. Like it's hard for me, Ruthie, to party. And let me not back up. It's one thing, like, you know how, like, I feel like if we all slaves together and we partying behind the quarters out in the woods together, then I'm all good. But don't you be at the party, at Master's party, playing the fiddle, having a good old time.
Not the fiddle.
And then come back to us and be like, y'all ain't, what's wrong with you? Why you got attitude? Because you was at the fiddle party while we outside beating on tree stumps.
And you brought plates home and didn't give us none.
Right. Y'all be around there eat plates like, man, it's good. What is y'all talking about? Why y'all don't zip up why y'all don't fix y'all house? Because the bank only give us $1.16.
I kind of want to be mad, but every time I try to get mad, it makes me feel a little bit defeated. And it makes me resort back to the old me, which is like, let's burn all this down. Let's burn it all down. If I gotta sleep outside, guess what y'all gonna be sleeping out? Y'all sleeping outside too.
Well, here goes the thing.
But that ain't right though.
But Ruthie, they passing. They about to build a crib for the other people while we still outside.
Burn it down. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Ruthie, I'm old.
Listen,
I can't live outside.
If I can't eat at the table, I'm flipping it over, Maze. I'm not finna stand outside beg y'all to give me y'all scraps on y'all way out the door to y'all valet cars. Coming in. That's what I kind of, that's, I feel like the mentality that we need to take, cause we're literally in triage mode. Like, I feel like we done literally tried every which way. We done tried to be against the black elected officials. We done tried to work with them. Like, I don't know what else to do. We can we make them advocate specifically for a black agenda? You can't make nobody do nothing.
Except stay black and die.
Jeezy Pete.
Let's do this. Let's go to the phone lines. Y'all call me because I think I need a little inspiration. Because, woo, caller.
Hello.
You on the Maze Jackson show? What's up,
going on,
caller?
Maze?
What up? What up?
What's going on, Maze? It's
This
James.
is James Big Slim Davis. What up, Big Slim? You on the truck?
Hey, Maze, you remember when you was on that other station and I told you was the Minister Farrakhan of Black Political Radio?
I do remember you saying that.
Absolutely. And brother, you are. Just think about what you're saying and how they treat you and how you are being looked at. Now you got the modern day sister soldiers sitting right next to you. I mean, y'all Bonnie and Clyde, man, and y'all are very necessary. Maze, I promise you, boy, I wish I had some money to put behind your voice. I wish I had some millions to put behind your voice because you are so necessary. And you got to keep blowing that trumpet, man, because eventually somebody's going to act on that truth, man. And you totally expose that radio station that you came from. And that was my so-called where I thought I could go to and hear Black freedom. But you expose them for who they are. And I found out that, we are not really free. You understand what I'm saying, May? And when you stepped away from that platform and you created your platform, it was supposed to be, man. And you are necessary. That sister next to you is necessary. And brother, I promise, if I scratch off lottery and win $100,000, I'm bringing $50,000 to you.
Woo!
Because you are so freaking necessary, brother. I promise you are. And don't stop blowing that horn, man. Please don't, man. Please. That's all I gotta say.
Thanks, James. I appreciate you.
Sometimes your noises be good, but sometimes they be way off. But that one was really good.
That was.
That's pretty good, Mace.
I used to play an air trumpet. So I could be like, that. So let me back up. First of all, I would never in a million years, and I appreciate James, but I would never in a million years compare myself in any way, shape, or form to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who has to probably be the freest black man in the world.
Come on.
I'm honored, and I would tell you that we have a tremendous amount of members of the Nation of Islam that listen to our show, but I think that's because of the self-reliance component. Right, where they have been taught to be self-reliant. And there are so many lessons that we can learn from that. But Ruthie, I'm trying to find a place to exist in this world where I don't go crazy. Like, I almost feel sometimes insane.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really wish I didn't see. I really wish I could see with blinders on again. Can I tell you what probably the best time in my life was when I had the expense account and had no ability to really discern what I was doing. Like when I don't know if y'all remember when I had the hashtag the most amazing man in the world, and my pictures would be from the cars, the travels, the fish, the deep sea, and just lit, like where I feel like I was getting all of that stuff piled to me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I felt like when I go to, if I've ever gone to the strip club, like I felt like, is everything okay? Like I can't be having all of this good, like life is all good when people are starving. And not starving like Ethiopia starving, but I'm like, damn, I'm kicking it so hard in this little bubble, like it's sweet out here, and it really, we're the sweetness that they're eating off of.
Whoop.
Like the partying and the kicking is the blood of the people that are really giving up. Let's go to the phone lines. I'm gonna take your call. Anthony, you on the Maze Jackson show.
Good morning. How are you guys? Yes, sir. How are you?
Anthony, you be having that smirk in your voice sometimes. You be like,
You know what,
told
man?
you.
I'm working on that. Okay.
Let me family. It's all good.
Let me say this, my brother. You know I love you. I always tell you, quit getting excited. You know, first of all, back to the Latino thing. At least they're accessible. Okay, they can be talked to, right? Now, remember me talking about putting Burke's head in a plastic bag?
Yes. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was dead serious. About that. But anyway, here's the thing. Burke, Daley, and a few others, you know, was left of the white caucus there in City Hall. A lot of them headed to the Fed joint, okay? And Villegas just said they need 40,000 more in order to be the number one slot. That ain't a bad thing either, because, hey, somebody needs to utilize the positions of power. You know what I'm saying? You look at some of the aldermen that we've had in City Hall, in the council for the last 10, 15, 20 years. What are they doing to exert their power? Okay? You may as well be voting for somebody else because they ain't bringing us into the hood. The hood looks worse than it did 20 years ago. I'm in the 20th ward. At least I know the last three, the city council reps from the 20th ward, out of the 3 or 4 that I can remember, 2, 3 of them was indicted and been to the joint. Okay? So, I mean, it's not like they was really doing no bang-up job bringing stuff to the community. Like I said, the community looks worse now than it did 20 years. I mean, 63rd Street still looks like it did back in the 60s. Okay? I mean, and I'm not just being mean about, certain people, man, but it's the truth. You got a lot of people get these offices, man, and they don't want to do nothing. And that thing about being held accountable, in our community, they be like, oh, man, dude, they no good. They just walk it off. But you let Villegas and them over there not deliver the goods. Let them not deliver the goods. You'll see what needs to be done to a politician if they don't take his life.
You real with that, Anthony. I got to stop you right there. I think you're on to... So let me ask you a question, because do you think it's better for us to live in a ward with a Latino alderman that we have a larger percentage of the ward where they can't win without us than having somebody black who wins automatically with us? And here's what I'm saying. I'm not... I think I always look at the numbers, but if you think about the fact that the wards that the aldermen have not necessarily, they don't look at themselves as a collective unit. They look at themselves as supporting their ward. And if you know that their self-interest is in staying elected, then do you say, okay, we're willing to give up wards, but we'll be a majority, we'll be so much of a majority in a Latino ward that the white guy, that the Latino can't ignore us because he can't get elected. So say we get 40% of a ward where our aldermen are scared to get a ward where they're not the majority, where that Latino, because black folks will be open to, we love everybody. Right? You think about Ray Lopez. Ray Lopez was the first person, while nobody else talked about the gang stuff that was happening, he was the first person to pull the whistle on his own people. Right? Because he lives in a minority ward where he's split and he has to represent those Latinos. Are we better off being represented by somebody who needs us or feel like they need us as compared to someone who doesn't? Let's go to the live line. Devin, you're on the Mays Jackson Show.
Good morning, family. Good morning.
That sounds like Devin Gordine. Ruthie said she said you is just like you are in the comments, Devin.
Ruthie's real life, man. That's just how it is. But just to get right into it, family, man, maybe maybe we do need to see somebody Latino that really need us. Because right now, I'm not feeling appreciated. How my alderwoman going to have granite countertops, but me and Mario can't get no granite countertops. I want a refrigerator with a water filter in it. You know what I'm saying? With the little ice maker in it. You know, the double French door.
I want a screen on mine. I want a screen.
Like that.
I want the LG with the, well, actually not the LG. I want the Sub-Zero with the screen where you could touch it with your iPad and it'd be like, oh, keep the you can put the cucumbers in one, you can put the lettuce in another, and everything stay crisp.
Facts. The Viking stove, man. But see, that's what we giving away. We giving away our birthright. So this is what we gonna do. Well, I made the post the other day for the solution, so I did that for my mans. Now we need to organize war by war. We need to organize. That's it.
So, Devin, I'm with you on organizing war by war, but I'm gonna tell you. You know, black folks make you feeling. I'm sensitive. I'm like I think Riis has rubbed off on me. These millennials done rubbed off on me, and I'm just tired of. You know, I'm tired of getting my name called. I'm tired of going to places and being like, "Dad," like I'm tired of walking in rooms and people look at me like I'm crazy because I want them to do better. Like, you know, when you want everybody to eat, and they like, "Nigga, why you come around here trying to feed people? You come around here with lettuce. Don't nobody want no vegetables."
You got. What you gonna have to do, man, is you gonna have to wear a smaller shirt, like the big homies, and then people gonna see your muscles, then they gonna respect you, bro.
That or they gonna
see gotta wear a smaller shirt.
Nah, if I start wearing smaller shirts, they gonna see my success curve. Right? You know, in Africa, we've reframed this as a success curve. You know, Ruthie just got through. I can't wear no half shirt because she just got through talking about people with their belly showing. She gonna be like, "What is that?"
No Winnie the Pooh joints like Riis. No Winnie the Poohs over here, man. We just gotta wear the tight shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, oh, you mean we gotta go? Look, man, I went to the ECCSC birthday party. I can't be wearing the muscle shirt. Them dudes all over there. I was looking like, oh, I got to go to the gym before I come to another one of these parties. Hey, Devin, I appreciate you. Hey, y'all, that is my vice president of What's in It for the Black People. There is, some of y'all are asking me if there's a Wiftable meeting today. Be on the lookout for an email. There will be a small meeting in anticipation of a large meeting. So Felicia and Steve, and James, hit John Drea up. We definitely will be having a What's in It for the Black People meeting today, but that meeting is an exec board meeting. We will be having a What's in It for the Black People meeting coming up after we had this meeting today. All right, y'all. Just go to the live lines. On the live line, straight from Israel. Straight
Shalom,
from Israel is brother Bob Israel. Shalom, my brother.
Shalom. You made me call in again, man, because you mentioned something about the slaves, man. You got to realize, Harriet Tubman said she could have freed thousands more slaves, but they don't even know they were slaves. They don't know they're slaves, man. They don't know, man. You know, you're the only guarantee. I'm going to keep poking holes at you, you know. You woke up, and you say, wait a minute. I'm over here making rules to demise my people. So you woke up. A lot of people ain't woke up yet, man, and just feel honored to be woke up. You're going to get tired. You're going to get ripped. Like I said, you know that Bible better than me. It's coming right before us, and the Mexicans ain't our problem, to be honest with you. And you know, I shut down sites about Mexicans. We need to come together. And I know Rainbow Coalition and shut these Europeans down, but, you know, it's a long story, but once they, you know, just wake up. Stay woke, brother. I know there used to be a record and all that, but eat right, exercise, and keep doing what you're doing, man. You're shaking the apple cart, man. And they don't like that. They know they can go get some Sambos. Uncle Tom was a good guy, too. I mean, Sambo. These Sambos out here, man. Keep up the good work, man. You got some good guys behind you. You know it now.
You know what?
Plus, you got the most high. Plus, you must have got the most high, the most powerful force in the universe.
Dang,
you.
That's
You know that.
my cousin be always talking about he gonna be the most high. But thank you, Bob Israel. We appreciate you. My cousin be like, hit this. You'll be all right. You'll feel better. I be like, cuz they wearing me out. He be like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cuz. He like, cuz. See what you got to do is you got to get that birthday cake. Inhale deep. Just let it all out. I'll be like, cuz, Pass it back.
I ain't see your cuz at the Super Bowl. I mean, at the Sunday party. Man, you got
Reese, you didn't see too much. Hold on, Reese. Hold on. What time you get here? The next day?
Today.
You probably missed him because you was a little overserved. Reese was around there barbecue saucing it up. He was like, pass me the ranch. Is that hot sauce? Do you drink this? Look, all I get is that little cup. Just see. Look, then he came the next day. Then you can't come late and then talk smack. Because I told you, we gotta keep Reese. Reese can't he can't hang with the big boys, Ruthie.
He was just tired.
Yeah.
He got like 8 jobs.
Man, like a Jamaican up in here.
Hey, see, that's our problem. Giving our having the plantains making the decisions for us. See, there you go. What the bomba clock? Oh, you're not supposed to say that. Yes, Dr. Audrey, the birthday cake.
She know about the cake.
First of all, Dr. Audrey, I was thinking we should open up our own clinic. Like, you know how, and we should do telehealth. And Dr. Audrey should be our telehealth doctor that gets you cleared for, because right now you need to go to the doctor to get your certification and get your non-taxed cannabis.
But I heard if you do that, then they take away your gun license or something like that.
We heard that too.
How many people got a gun? How many people really got a licensed gun anyway?
Or
I know a lot.
Ain't nobody. First of all, we ain't doing all that. Talk to my security consultant.
It also say you don't need guns on the CTA. You know how I say like no guns on the CTA. If it's ever a time when you feel like you might need a gun, it's probably riding the CTA.
That's not what. That is the wrong. Listen, CTA. Trust me on this. They pay you for anything that happened on there. So if you ever on a CTA, you find the best camera to get up under, and you take that whooping, okay? And I promise you, they gonna cut. I used to work there. They gonna cut you a check. If the bus jerk, like if the bus jerk and you fall. That's a lawsuit at CTA. I promise you, man. You will get paid.
Thank you, Reese.
Take that whooping, man. I told you.
King of the finesse.
See, so maybe we got to get Reese to be an elected official. Maybe we elect Reese and he'll finesse our stuff back for us.
Do you think we need to enact the plan to actually get some candidates?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that there is nothing. Remember how I tell you people worry about how you can help them or how you can hurt them? Mm-hmm. We ain't got no money to help. So, yeah. Oh, Ruthie, it's just it's a tough life.
I'm finna go get my ancestry done to see if I got some Latinx or Latino or Latina
I'll just say
ancestry.
you Cuban, yo. Just say you Cuban.
Would they let me in the Latino coalition?
Man, we should take that. Well, they wouldn't let Devin in when he applied.
Oh, well.
I don't know. They probably mad. After I did what I did with MLI, they probably was like, that's enough. That's enough of that. These black people, they talk about power. They like, that's the actual. So I think that they understand, like, power conversations are actual conversations that I think we think are imaginary. So we think that the Illuminati and all of that's real, but we think that the power dynamic and conversations and planning for power is not so much. Hey y'all, it is the Maze Jackson Show, and so if the people who have good intentions for the power ain't planning, but y'all believe the bad people are, that's how we got these bad outcomes. It's the Maze Jackson Show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Monster Jam. Coming to Allstate Arena September 17th through 19th. Brought to you by BKT Tires. Visit monsterjam.com for event details. You have to see it live, so get your tickets today.
And now, traffic and weather.
Good morning. What's in it for the Black People Media family? The time is now 8:33 a.m. and I am Riis the Ruler with your last traffic and weather update. On the Kennedy, O'Hare to the Loop is 78 minutes. Outbound to O'Hare is down to 36. On the Eden, inbound from Deerfield to the Exchange is 73 minutes. Exchange to Deerfield is 46. On the Eisenhower, Thorndale to the Loop is 78 minutes. Back out to Thorndale is 50. On the Stevenson, from I-355 to the Dan Ryan is 74 minutes. Outbound will be 48. The Bishop Ford from I-80 to the Dan Ryan is 55 minutes. 28 minutes back out to I-80. The Dan Ryan is 25 minutes to the Loop. 18 minutes back to 95th. On DuSable, Lake Shore Drive. 55th to Jackson is 17 minutes. Accident. Jackson to 55th is 7. Going north from Randolph to Bryn Mawr, as well as Bryn Mawr to Randolph, is back to 8 minutes. For today's weather, it is currently 76 and sunny. Today, expect a high of 84 with a low of 64. I'm Riis the Ruler, and you're in here with Maze, Ruthie, and me on the Maze Jackson Show.
Keep calling me, give you some love and you want all of it. I'm out here working, nigga, get a grip. I'm just trying to touch a million, you just wanna coexist. I say you clingy and you contradict. Give you my heart, you think it's counterfeit. Give you my word and you won't trust in it. What's the point of loving me if you don't know what trust is? I need the is you give now. Please don't back down on me. I know you've got the attention I need. Put your pride aside for me. Oh, 'cause I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm not trying to get that ease. Know that I need that ease. Put your pride aside for me, baby. You're insecure, it's driving me crazy. I'm trying to get it and you keep on saying you know my love is never enough. I put up with you for too long, now I'm over it. You want affection, I need money, I'ma call it quits. That ease, that ease, that ease. Put your pride aside for me. That ease. While I'm trying to get it, that ease. That ease. Put your pride aside for me. Side, put it aside. Put it aside, put it aside. Put it aside, put it aside. Put your pride aside, put it aside. On me. Put your pride aside.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Ruthie Moore, as well as DJ Riis. Oh, excuse me. His name is Juan. You got to say Juan. You got to put the spit in it.
Is that do Latino people pronounce your name like that, or they actually just say?
No, they actually pronounce it this way. Like that's how actually like my mom they had told me, but I just say Juan.
Juan. Okay,
that's
so
that process.
Reese can get in if he just changes to Juan.
He gonna play that.
I worked at a warehouse and like they couldn't find my check, and so like it was like my first check, and then he's like, "Man, what's your name?" And I said Juan. He said, "Oh," he said, because he know he thought I had like a black name, you know what I'm saying? I guess
he thought your name was Leon.
Oh, you right. He's like, "Oh, that's you." So then I got my check after 2 hours later.
Hey, y'all remember how like black people be like, I want to give my child a racially ambiguous name. Now black people, we finna start giving our kids them half Latino names, so we can make sure they good.
Pedro.
S.A. Come here, S.A.
Not S.A.
That's not a name.
No.
I always see people, Latinos, be calling each other S.A. in the movies.
I think they can call each other that.
Is it a bad one? I thought I see it in the movies all the time. They be like S.A.
Yeah, and Friday.
Okay, sorry, my bad. I didn't know we couldn't say S.A.
I don't think we can.
Wait, what?
Let's ask the comments. Can black people say S.A.? They gonna let us know why.
Oh, you know,
we be having Latino, we got Latino people, Latino family in the den. So let us know, then. Keep us right.
Keep us as close to right as we gonna be.
Listen, I'm trying to get in.
See, black people always trying to fit in.
I'm going for more to Moreno.
Oh, Ruthie Moreno.
Ruthie Moreno.
Ruthie Moreno. Es smooth. Ruthie Moreno. They want maíz.
Oh, maíz.
Maíz.
Hasta Juan.
Maíz.
Yeah, we good.
We good.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good. Plus, I got my MLI cert too.
Oh, you super good.
I'm like,
and then once I dye my patch blonde, you know.
no, you got to make it you got to make it a tail, dog. You straight. You straight.
With the tail.
Reese, you killed it with that.
I'm bringing back all the info.
Yeah, Reese got it. All right, y'all crazy. We going to jail. We ain't go. The ACLU finna be writing us letters. We gonna have La Raza outside talking about what you talking about, Holmes. Remember that movie? What was that movie? Did you see American Me?
If I think back in the day,
that was a traumatic movie. You remember that movie? What? Yesenia. Jay, you got to say Jay. Yesenia. Like, what would your Latino name be?
Put y'all
make y'all Latino names up. We gonna ride it. We gonna Tomas Anderson. You come here. Y'all got to give us y'all Latino names cause you remember how everybody had an Italian street name for a minute?
No, I remember back when
Gambino.
When you take Spanish classes, you have to get a Spanish name.
All I remember from Spanish class was Cierra la boca.
What was your Spanish name?
Cierra la boca. That's all I knew. She just be shut your mouth. Cause I used to talk in English in the class the whole time. She'd be like Miss Graziano. How we have an Italian Spanish teacher? Miss Graziano. Right, Miss Graziano be talking. She be like Cierra la boca. I be like, is that my name? And the people be like, just how you did. Be like, what's your name? Cierra la boca.
They be like, well, excuse me then. Just ask for your name.
I'm telling y'all,
Philippe. Is it Philippe or Felipe?
Tomas.
Esteban. Remember Esteban? What was Esteban? Esteban was in Fresh. Remember Esteban in Fresh? Did you see Fresh?
Yeah. Ooh, Fresh was a good movie.
Fresh was one of the best movies. Cállate la boca. No, Sierra. Oh, Sierra la boca. Cállate. That sounds good. All right. Tomasina. Cristofero. What's Cristofero? Tonight, look, we gotta stop because Ray, you gonna be on that way to school talking about me llamo es. Are we gonna be in trouble today? That's French. That's French. That's my French.
I actually I'm conversational.
You conversational. Mm-hmm. David Bryant. Tenie. Hey, Tenie, what you saying? Oh my God. This is too much.
But you know what? From looking at these comments, like the people in the DM actually got a pretty good grasp on the Spanish language.
Because we've been learning. We got to adapt, right? Bobito, I see you, Bobito. Like, I'm just telling y'all. Mauricio. Now, see, Reese, they'll call you Mauricio, and then you be like, Mauricio, the one, pecheta, patata, patera, right? They'll be like, Reese had like 6 names. My name is Mezona, Mauricio, right? How many I think I get in there? How many names would you have, Ruthie? Like, would you put like 6 names in there, or would you be like, Ruthie Moreno?
No, you know, when they talk in Spanish, it'd be like 30 minutes. He'd be like, hey man, what'd he say? Oh, no, he said he going to the store. Like, what? This man to just talk for 2.
Okay.
What?
All right. What's Devin's name? Devanito. We gonna call you Devin. We just look, Juan Rangel is on there like cold, man. Like it's frio, man. It ain't cold. Look.
See, look, Juan.
See,
I'm in there. I'm telling you, I'm in there.
Juan can a Dewan get in? The Juan. He gonna get in. Oh Jesus. Hey man, we ain't politically correct. Felicia. Hi man. Felicia. Feliz Navidad. That's I be making people nicknames. That's what I call Felicia Simmons Stovall. Feliz Navidad.
Oh, speaking of hold on, wait. Speaking of Christmas, did y'all see they said you gotta get your Christmas presents early?
That's your girl Kamala.
it wasn't just Kamala because they talking about because of the shipping delays. So get your toys, people. If you gonna, participate in a consumer Christmas this year.
Now you know what I want to know? I'm not even gonna trip. But Riis, you gotta tell me about your Christmas, dog. Yeah, like how was Christmas? Because Riis, I'm gonna tell you, if we would have started a GoFundMe after your last stories the other day, I would look. Riis like, look, if the camera, he's like, Riis,
he almost got adopted,
right? No, Muggs was like, they go back in time, like
For
Riis,
15
we come.
cents a day, you guys can have it. For my cats.
Oh, jeez, Riis, what was the coldest Christmas you ever had? Like not coldest, but like what was? Give me a Christmas story that'll give us a.
Well, you know what? Christmas really wasn't that bad though.
Cause black people go hard for Christmas,
right? You know what I'm saying?
Like they be like, we ain't got nothing, but we gonna have us a Christmas.
Yeah.
That baby can't have no Christmas.
Yeah. Christmas wasn't bad at all. And then like with my parents being separated, my daddy used to always
show out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He used to always, but he used to like show out, but like didn't show out. Like I was like happy as a kid, so like I asked for like a PlayStation and like I get it, but then I asked for like games. So I was like, hey man, I need like Twisted Metal 4. I get like 2. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nobody paying 60.
Right,
you got 2K10 and 2K15.
Right. I'm like, dang, you know what I'm saying? This is not right. But I was the coldest. Like I go over like everybody's house. I'm playing 2K1 and everybody, it's 2K4. I'm like, man, I'm so behind.
I'm gonna tell you, Christmas for me used to be the bomb.
My mother watch. I'm glad I said it.
That's because she told him, if you say one more thing,
my house right. I was thinking about Christmas for me was like my Christmas was always like one season behind. So I got the sale clothes. My mama bought the sale clothes after the summer from the year before. So like I'd be like, I thought I was all fresh. I'd come outside with all my clothes and everybody be on the new year. And I got cut off sleeves and acid wash and now they on. Right. So they be like, dang, man. My mama was the Christmas sale a year in advance. I stopped worrying about trying to be in style. I remember when I finally got my Genera Panda sweater, the Filipinos was like, that's like 6 years old, right? I was like, I got to have me one of these Panda sweaters. Okay, y'all. Real quick, before we get out of here, because y'all be tripping. Did we get everybody? Marvin,
Maze, we done moved past the
Babito Aron. All right. Let me see. Yolandita. Hello, Yolandita.
Yolanda.
So I don't know if you all have been seeing all of this stuff that's happening in the gig economy. I started out last week talking about on my social the fact that there seems to be a lot of pushback on the gig economy. So much so that they're now trying to change the laws to make gig workers more like employees, i.e. having to have a regular and set schedule. And so I'm starting to feel like the same people that ushered in the gig economy are now upset that the workers have more control. And they don't got to show up on demand. And they work at So one of the things that I've noticed is that, Rahm created, like, for instance, he purposely killed the cab industry in Chicago for the benefit of his brother and Uber. Which at the time I lobbied for the cab industry, but I recognized why so many black people wanted Uber from the consumer side. But what I also recognize is that it has also created on the business side an opportunity for people to determine their own fates and even have a say in how much they get paid for working. Obviously, as demand increases, they get to live off of the supply and demand. And during COVID, so many gig workers were able to continue and to survive, and in some cases thrive, because they could choose when they wanted to work, make a set amount of money to meet and keep going. Well, now there's a movement because I think the white folks are now starting to be like the white folks downtown are starting to be like, hold on, these Negroes don't be here when we tell them to be here. See, they got to work, and if they come, they coming on their own terms. And so now what we see is there is a move to make gig workers employees. So I wanted to talk about that, and just know that, in full disclosure, I've been having conversations with a lot of the app-based economy providers. So like the Grubhubs, the Instacarts, etc. And we're seeing a lot of lawsuits and a lot of different things coming. But one of the things I do know is that the gig economy has moved a lot of people away from survival mode, right? Where they don't have to be relying on somebody talking crazy to them. You know, you millennials. You know how Ruthie be like, did you say hello to me this morning? I quit. No. I don't like how you know.
The energy in here is off.
The energy's off. You know, Riis gonna turn down. Y'all can turn off y'all cameras. You know we live in that world. But I want to ask you, how important are apps? What role do apps play in your life? How important is the gig economy in your life? I'm going to be honest with you. Uber and Uber Eats, I'm on top of them like, Uber is so convenient when you are trying to move around downtown. But I also believe that there's a premium that I'm willing to pay for it. Now, I do avoid going downtown at rush hour so that I don't get those crazy prices. But I do believe that Uber is a convenience that I'm willing to pay for, and I tip. I also use Uber Eats a lot because as Carrie and I are doing so much stuff, it be times when I'm just too tired to cook. Because you know I be cooking at my house. That's why I'm trying to get y'all back in the kitchen. I be around the house cooking, running around this mug like, Jesus Christ. No, I'm not tripping because I'm the best cook in the house. Anyway, what apps do you use? Are apps an important part of your life? I was just thinking, like, I was trying to watch TV the other day, and I went to my phone and was like, put this on the TV up there. Oh, SA, and I got a from our resident Latino authoritarian Juan Rangel, and I can say SA.
So it's not like a...
SA is all good to use.
Yay!
I'm calling everybody. Hey, SA! I'm using that. I hope. Hey, Juan trying to get me jacked up. I'm going to be over in Little Village. Talk about SA. They'll be like, what do they do? They be like, batay. Next thing I know. Let me stop. Why you look like that, Riis? Riis like, oh, did I? Riis like, I didn't say nothing.
Don't be talking about my people, man.
And you gotta get some more accent with that, dog. You gotta get some accent to go with that.
Riis talk way too black.
Right.
Your Spanish gonna be black.
They gonna be like, I didn't know there was no West Side in Mexico. What are your favorite apps? What apps do you use? Are you relying on them? Do you tip? Do you rely at all on the gig economy? And do you think that those people should be turned into employees?
You gotta pay them like $20 an hour. I used to drive for Postmate a lot. And sometimes if it's not cracking, it's like a little wait time. So it's like, get some good money, but if it's no orders, then it's like, if you give me 8 hours, it's like, what 8 hours are you gonna give me? So then it's like, I'm on the clock, and if I don't get no orders, then like, what's my base pay?
Well, then they want to give you $15 an hour, but you don't get to make the money on the delivery. So you don't get no surge. You don't get no on demand.
So, but do I get my tips though?
No. You on my stat? Hey Joe, them my tips. $15 an hour, homie. You want to fight for 15? That's my money. Out of here. What you thought?
Nah, I'm a pass then. But now I've never really, like, my daughter eat from, Uber Eats. I'm from the 80s. That's too expensive for me. I can go cook it that same 15. I can make me about 2 dinners that night. I can go get me some ground beef, and we gonna have meatloaf one day and nachos the next. Okay, I'm not finna pay 15.
Wait, you made meatloaf nachos? Oh no!
Yeah, I made meatloaf
Riis,
and
tripping,
nachos.
dog.
I got the big one.
Oh, but you split the pack. You don't put the same seasoning.
No, I don't put the same seasoning. No,
okay.
I'm just saying. I just split it. But yeah, I don't really use it.
You don't
like
use
that.
Uber Eats? How often do you Uber Eats? Or how often do you gig economy? How often do you use the gig economy? What do you use? What apps do you use?
Oh, I
besides
just drive
YouTube?
for Postmate.
Okay. So, but Ruthie, are you a connoisseur or user of apps?
For me, I think it's a larger conversation
Talk to me.
that talks about how
That's the
technology is making people wealthy. And so I think if we're going to talk about the gig economy, we got to talk about how the gig economy is ushered in through legislation as well as enterprising minds. And so I think they done made their money. Like, these are publicly traded companies already. The people that are actually doing the work, those are the expendable ones. And so I think now, because the gig economy is not just a quote unquote luxury, it's becoming like an everyday part of life. Now there's more attention being paid to the actual people that's driving the gig, no pun intended, but that's driving the gig economy. And I think it might have started in California, right? Where they was like, these people should be able to unionize and da-da-da-da-da. So I think it's interesting that it is shifting this way in terms of making them employees. If that will still let those people keep their flexibility, then I'm all for it. And maybe they could get a minimum that they at least are able to make. But I also remember that it's controversial because the tips that you would give to those people wasn't even all going to the people. They was taking some of the people tips. So I think now, if all those tips could go to the actual people, I think it will be much better.
So wait, you want them to be employees?
It depends, because if they become employees, then now
Now
you're
you're
an
on the clock.
employee, exactly. Now they get to give you more mandates and more regulations. Now do you got to be vaccinated because you're an employee? It's just a whole bunch of. Do you got to take a mandatory rest in between? So I don't know. I could see it going good or going bad.
And I thought people chose the gig economy because they wanted the freedom.
People choose the gig economy not only for the freedom, but also because
said good morning. And it triggered you. A good morning triggered you.
No, I think people do it because it's temporary. Some jobs you got to sign up, for however long. But with the gig, you could do the gig economy and you can quit tomorrow if you want, and then you could pick it back up the next week.
Facts.
Dang on millennials.
So you might just
no
need
commitment to nothing.
You might just need an infusion of cash for something specific. So it's like, how can I get this money really quickly without having to do too much?
Right, I lose my job. I can still wake up.
that?
I can still
I was
wake up
thinking
in
about
Uber.
our earlier conversation. That's all.
Often say, does that sound oxymoronic?
No, I'm just saying. No. No, I thought of all the people that I know that used to gig to go on a trip.
Yep.
Or gig to, and if you start putting them under, I don't think that the gig economy is 100% all about living your life. I always think about it as, if I needed to grab a quick extra couple $1,000s without getting a full-time job, without having to go do whatever, I could drive a couple hours in the evening and stack up my couple $100s and have me a balling out trip. So anyway, I just think you all got to pay attention to it. And I think the fact that they are now trying to make gig workers employees, I think of it now as the people who made the money on the public trade. The public trade is now like, yeah, but I'm tired of waiting on this low level of people to decide if they're gonna work or not.
But see, if we already too late. If you really think about where all the wealth for this is concentrated, and this is in these stocks, it's in these publicly traded, you getting your little 14, not little, but if you getting you driving, they say, okay, you get 20 per hour minimum for driving or whatever. Look and see how much the stocks are worth. Look and see how much the stocks are going up. If these people become employees, how is that going to impact these people's stocks? Is it going to make their stocks go up, or is it going to make their stocks go down? And I think once you kind of get hip to the whole investment aspects of some of these disruptor companies, and you start looking at their IPOs and things like that, then you can really see where the money is. It's easy for me to make my little $20 an hour, but what about the $20 million that they just made by getting a politician to pass this legislation that benefits them? That's the conversations I'm trying to have.
That's something to talk about. I think we got to start bringing the people in this building. I think we got to start talking about all of these things and all of how do we fit into this dynamic? How do we fit into the new Latino world that is being created? I was asking you all yesterday, what role do black people play in advancing the Latin Latino agenda. Then later on the day, we saw Madam President Toni Preckwinkle talk about if we can dream, if we can believe it, we can see it. Did you see? She said, "What will it look like 7 generations from now? What will we look like 7 generations from now?" And I was just thinking, like, if you planning to advance the Latinx agenda, it don't look too good for us. I just feel like we've got to, and I don't, is it too late? Like, am I beating a dead horse at this point? Should we all just become essays? Riis said he going to be an essay. Ruthie is getting ready to be Ruthie Moreno. I don't know what my name going to be. What?
No, I mean, it's quite, the question was, do you rather be rude by white people or rude by Latinos?
Or like, or blacks. I mean, I think we've.
No.
So are you suggesting that it might be better on the plantation?
Or the
ranch?
If we ain't gonna burn it all down.
Then so
if we ain't
plantation
burn it all
or
down,
ranch?
then you gonna either be on the plantation or the ranch.
Which one you like better, the plantation or the ranch?
I'm a country girl.
They got plantations in the country and ranches. Which one you on?
Give me the ranch.
Okay. I had the ranch on Sunday too, and it worked. Riis too, he didn't make it.
Give me the ranch.
Riis, you on the ranch?
Definitely on the ranch.
All right. Well, yeah, the plantation didn't work out too good for us.
I always say I couldn't have been. I mean, I'm sure that my mindset would be different now, but it like, did you ever see that movie? What was the Aberdale, whatever, where they was like faking the slave?
Who?
Oh, y'all never seen it? I think it's called like Aberdale. It just came out.
Was old girl in it?
Yeah, the little black girl.
Oh no, you talking about he's talking about what's that?
And they was
Ruthie,
like capturing black people, and they was like putting them in.
Janelle Monáe was in it.
You ain't seen it?
I know what you're talking about. I have not seen that.
Oh, you got
switch the reverse.
And Antebellum.
Antebellum, you got to go watch it.
Okay.
You like
it was.
You saw it, right?
I saw, but it ended cornball.
Really?
The end was cornball. Was they really at the place? I thought they went back in time.
No. Well, we can't. Ruthie didn't see it, so I can't answer that question.
Ruthie ruined all the shows.
Dang, Ruthie, you be tripping. All right, y'all. This is the Maze Jackson Show. So for Maze and Ruthie, don't nobody care about Todd in the comments. Riis.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, man. You don't get no check for
I
that.
said video him.
Video
him, man. He said Sundays he'd rather be videoed in so he can be a part of the show.
Hey, dog, but you on the Riis the Ruler program, so now everybody directing the show. Y'all just let me know what y'all want me to do, and I show up when y'all tell me to. Okay, is that cool, Todd? All right, y'all. So for Maze, Ruthie, Riis, and Todd in the comments. Don't you got some work to do? This is the Maze Jackson Show. Asking every single day. KSANAO black people. What's in it for the black people? Ask it every single day. What's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can still tell them. What's my?
We're gonna learn that tomorrow. We're gonna learn it
Y'all
tomorrow.
gotta make up. Give me a Mexican name, and tomorrow I'm gonna sign off with it. Ask it every single day. What's in it for the black people? And if you don't like it, you can tell them. May said, "We out of here. Peace."
Let's get down to business and go ahead and address the facts, man. Lightfoot seems more lesbian than black. Rahm Emanuel's another case. He was just as tired. 50 closed schools left much to be desired. Police had Anjanette naked on that body cam. They suppressed the footage so it couldn't touch a lot of hands. Reminds me of that 16 shots in that cover-up. Both of them similar, so I went and dug it up. George Floyd killed, a lot of riots happened in the town. Southside burned and they wouldn't let them bridges down. Grandmother sick, need a prescription and plus a couple groceries. You gon' have to travel just to get it now. COVID-19 out here shutting all the business down. Not enough SBA loans to even give around. So many failed businesses that you can put them in the pile. If you don't survive the pandemic, it's gonna sit you down. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. We sing, dance, play ball, entertain, and crack jokes. Government infested black neighborhoods with crack smoke. System that milked us so bad, we got lactose. lactose. Still trying to find out what's in it for us black folks. Shout out to Willie Wilson, hope one day you get to send it. We need some different players in the game to handle business. Too many shady characters like Madigan and Blago. But when you really break it down, it's typical Chicago. City full of gangsters, it's what the land was built on. Same streets with hood legends, DNA get spilled on. Carjackers out here lurking, trying to get they steal on. Looking for a block to put them Hellcat wheels on. Let this give bogus appraisals a red line. Car crackers out here getting minimal fair time. And I'm concealed carry, I stay with the pipe. The Illinois gun law